And hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Keep on the Borderlands. I almost forgot the name of this goddamn show. Give me some time. This is literally our second session. Welcome. I am Arch, your host, as always. We're going to go around, find out who everybody is, who they're playing, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the game after I remind everybody of the thing, because I think it would be a good idea to remind people of the thing every time we do the thing. So, let's start, as always, from left to right, skipping me until the end because reasons. Nat.
That was a nice tall glass of Tuesday.
Tuesday tea.
I'm Nat. I'm on the internet. I'm the DM. I'm everybody besides them. You'll get it.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll get some. I don't know where we're getting, but okay. And then we have Pi.
Hi, I'm Pi. I play Praxagandalin, the Dragonborn Druid.
That you do. Or cat, as we've discovered. You're just a cat. Cat-and-born.
Correct, cat.
Hooray, Praxagandalin.
You did it.
And then we have Undead.
Hi, I'm Undead, and I play Vale, the totally copper Dragonborn. Definitely not any secrets there.
I mean, listen, this is a racially diverse Twitch stream, so if there's anything you need to tell us, it's fine.
Oh, and Sorcerer.
And as for myself, I play Shavar, a celestial Pact of the Tome warlock, who is a drow, so that's a lot of fun. I forgot to pop out my character sheet.
Oh, I haven't opened Roll20 yet. Shit.
Praise the undying sun.
Praise the sun, yes, in all of its glory. Praise Paylor. Because Nat let me get away with stupid shit as usual.
What stupid shit?
Praising the sun.
Paylor is canonically a sun god.
I know. It amuses me.
Praise the sun, though she burn.
It hurts. But it's fine. Alright, so, real quick reminder, and then we will jump into the meat and potatoes of this, as I said. Because meat and potatoes. I might be a little hungry. Just a reminder for everybody watching, we do have a, what I call a Bardic stream die system. If you look down below, there is a listing where... Oh shit, we actually fought the new bosses, the Kraken. I got gold. Alright, I got distracted.
I died.
Pi died fighting the Kraken.
I died.
Which is the new boss I added for that mechanic. There is a Bardic Stream Die system down below. You can see you can donate a certain amount of money and give any of the players a stream dice, which they can use at integral moments during the game. We do have a donation goal up there as well. Up there. I had to angle myself for the camera. Up there as well. Where when we hit that goal, I will let the DMs for any of the D&D games that are on my stream get dice as well, whether that be to hinder or help. The details for that are still being discussed and determined, but we'll worry about it when we get to that goal.
I mean, it might not matter. The days left are dwindling.
That is true. That being said, I can always change that.
Oh, of course.
But we'll see. Lash, you're not allowed to hinder me. Get out of here. I mean, unless you're going to pay money, in which case you are welcome to hinder me.
Oh yeah, if you want to just end the goal, I'll just kill him.
I will donate $8,000.
Tell me when.
Lash, I will tell you right now that if you donated $8,000, I will fucking let Nat kill both of my characters in both D&D games right now.
He's not kidding.
I'm not. $8,000 will get me out of debt and helping my mother to pay the rest of this fucking house getting repaired.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even... Don't tempt me with that, man. Don't tempt me with that. That means more than you know. Anyways,
All right.
Nat, take us away.
Alright, so, last session, our intrepid band of 3 squishy level 3s arrived on the Keep on the Borderlands and found out that, it's a little southerny. They met some fun characters, including corporal of the watch at the gate. This odd cleric fellow named Xanthos who just immediately gave them a map of the area, which is what you're seeing now, and offered to accompany them to the Caves of Chaos. And then they were like, yeah, let's do something else first, because that sounds scary. So then they met with the banker, who offered them 500 gold to go kill this crazy hermit they'd heard about and retrieve an amulet with a glowing green seed in it, which they then agreed to. Went out into the forest, met the bee man, who's this crazy old man with a beehive at the end of his stick, who was very polite to them, and gave them some royal honey that it acts like healing. So that was pretty cool. Then they ventured forward, past that, ran into the Mad Hermit. He tried to kill them, almost succeeded in, killing Vale. Then they killed him, found the amulet, and then they were like, Banker was kind of shady. Maybe we should just keep this. Also, it's kind of sweet. Maybe we should come up with a story to tell him why we don't have it when we go back. Maybe try to get some reward just for showing that he's dead. Or something. And that's where we left off. And go.
Where were we? We were outside or inside the tree?
Yeah. Inside, outside, nearby. Yeah, you buried his mountain lion, I think.
Yeah, that was the last thing we did, I believe.
Yeah.
We took a short rest because I have my spell slot back.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Okay.
We took a short rest to identify the items and rest.
Yeah.
Then buried everything, and then...
Yeah. Did you bury the hermit?
Thought we did, but I can't remember for sure.
Why are
Just
we burying
decide.
things?
Cool, because one of you is a druid, and it was a pretty cat.
Wow.
I think. That was my understanding.
Pretty dead
I
cat.
literally don't remember.
Yeah,
Also, fair warning, I'm changing my character's accent because too many Southern. So now Shavar is going to be Russian. He's going to be
Alright.
fine. Have you praised Sun lately?
Alright. So,
Alright, so what are we doing?
let's put it this way. You're in a clearing next to a big oak tree with the door that was his house. You have a large hole that you've dug, and a dead mountain lion and a dead hermit. What do you do?
Thank you, Paylor, for a very good recap there. Very helpful. Praise the sun.
Okay, so we decided we're not giving up this really fancy necklace, right? I don't want to. We want to keep it. Super useful. Okay.
I think it will get more use in our hands than in the bank of the banker.
Agreed.
And if we're going to be fighting beings of chaos, then having the ability to bring someone back could be very useful.
Yes. Reincarnate is a pretty good spell.
And who knows, if it were me to perish, then I may shed this dark form and gain a new form instead.
Wouldn't that be nice?
You could be like I don't actually know any light races.
Literally
There's no-
anything that is not drow.
Or
Like
kobold.
Cobalt.
Or well, I don't think
Or-
I don't think
or
kobold
those-
is reincarnate option. I hope not.
dark gnomes.
Oh, Surfnebden, very good friends. I know a few of them.
Duragar. Anyway,
There
what you want to do?
I don't want to be Sturgar. They're assholes.
you go. Do we want to? I mean, dang
Catch
it.
fire!
I knew it was gonna happen because that's like the only other accent I can do. So excuse me while I just say Praxagandalin 10 different times during this stream to get back into the southern accent.
Proxagendolin.
Praxagandalin.
All right, so
I think that we should skin this beautiful mountain lion because I think we could get a buck for its pelt. And
Practical.
I think cougar meat's kind of tasty,
Less practical.
at least for Dragonborn, maybe.
is certainly.
Vale shrugs.
I'm not very good when it comes to harvesting of things. Might be better for one of you two to do it.
I'll take a go at it.
Who would like to survival, and would anybody else like to assist to grant that person advantage?
Vale will help.
Can I go
Does
pick
Vale
flowers?
Does Vale have any survival skill?
Not at all.
Okay. Practice Jandalin.
He will give you the +1 dagger to use.
That's actually probably not bad.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll with advantage because even Meek can help.
Ooh, 22.
Okay.
Woohoo.
So, I would like you to roll me a d4.
Four.
Yes, hello.
So-
You have reached D&D.
My home phone, which I forgot to take off the hook.
I didn't even
while
realize
we
people
were
use those anymore.
stream. It's basically just for my grandmother.
Oh.
But I basically just picked up and hung up the phone without even looking at who it is. And I'm gonna take the phone off the hook in case they call back. So, we have cell phones. They'll figure it out. So, the value of this pelt is the result of your survival score times the result of the d4 times 10. So,
Wait. So 22 times 4, so 48.
that's 88.
88, that's the word. 88.
So that pelt is
Times
beautifully
10.
skinned. It is worth 880 gold. Whether or not you can sell it for that amount is another question.
Fuck,
We
you sell
killed
it for
an
half that
albino.
amount, that's a lot of money.
We
Yeah.
killed an albino mountain lion, didn't we?
It had a really perfect pelt. And
I
it was-
skinned it beautifully.
It's beautifully skinned.
While they're taking the time to skin that, can I attempt to search for some herbs to potentially make healing potions with?
Sure. Make me a survival check.
Alright. I have herbalism kit, so does that give me...
That'll add proficiency bonus.
Okay, this is gonna be
So if
really
you-
bad.
If you have an equivalent skill, you can
So it's
Yeah.
wisdom
with proficiency
with proficiency. The closest thing would be perception.
do perception. We know what it is.
It's a 10.
Okay.
I have a -1 wisdom.
That's unfortunate. So it's just a +1 total.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You search around and you do find some materials, enough to make one healing potion. That being said, whenever you use materials to make a healing potion, you still have to pay half the price of the healing potion because that's how making healing potions work.
Right. Okay.
Cool. You have like 2 cloves of herbs and a beautifully skinned mountain lion.
Mhm.
At this point the daylight is waning. It is starting to become fairly late evening. You'll enter twilight here in maybe an hour.
We only need an hour to get back.
Oh yeah, it's really not far.
Wasn't it only
We
like
need 15
20 minutes or
to get
something
back.
like that?
It was about given the difficult terrain of the forest, it was about a half-hour trek.
It may be good for us to head back to the keep now. See if we can get the lodging.
Yeah. Each of those hexes is about 100 yards. It's smaller scale than you're probably used to of maps in adventures.
Yeah.
So you want to head back, or did you want to concoct a story?
So are we bringing the dead body with us, or it is proof that he's dead?
That is a little morbid, but sure. Definitely good proof. We can just hand it to them and say, here you go, we couldn't get the necklace.
It wasn't there. We didn't even find anything in his 3. I'm doing the fucking wrong accent again. Should have stuck with
Praxid-
Southern Arch.
Praxigandolin.
Praxagandalin.
That being said, I-
also. Oh,
go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh.
Oh.
No, you go first, please.
We also have the holy symbol and dagger. Someone might have seen that. Him with it.
Well, the person was not asking for the other items, so if they ask for them, tell them to fuck off. That wasn't the deal.
But as proof of his death, we have some of his possessions that he might have been seen with.
No, we just take the fucking body then.
Alternatively, instead of taking the whole body, you could like cut its head off.
That is so gruesome. Paylor, why would you suggest such things?
My
Sorry,
child,
I can...
you can always cut the creature's head off.
Paylor, that's very gruesome.
I want this to be an actual conversation that happened.
I'm sorry, I can hear patron
no.
inside my head.
Now, I sometimes suggest things that the characters would probably think of.
I mean, I'm all for my patron actually talking to me. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, so your patron, to be clear, is not Paylor, but an archangel of Paylor.
That's fair.
So it's more
Paylor
likely...
picks up the phone, calls up the archangel, and says, "Hey, tell this fucking idiot to just cut the head off."
It's like a game of telephone, so like he starts with one thing and it turned into cut his head off. It's like nothing related at all. I cut the guy's head off with the +1.
What do we get for $10?
Alright, make me a survival check.
Alright,
This
so...
is gonna go horribly.
Lash donated
Yeah.
$10 and says, "What do we get for $10?" The answer is you get to talk with Nat about adding a NPC in this game.
Yep, anything within reason or out of reason that I can temper into reason.
That.
We'll talk after game.
Hey, rolled above average.
Alternatively, you can give people a bunch of stream dice if that doesn't sound fun.
That's true.
Me.
Just not me. I'm not allowed yet. Sorry. So what did you roll? 11. So it's really bloody, and like some gets on your pant leg, and you're just like, God damn it.
Press the digitation.
I mean, wait, are we chopping off the head? I was looking at animals.
Oh yeah, I chopped off.
Okay. You were
I was gonna turn into a mule.
Praxagandalin was like, you know, contemplating and thinking and stuff, and Val just whips out the dagger. Hit it. Holding it up by its shoulder length hair.
At least I'd bitten his throat off for you to get it started. Okay.
I mean, it's only fair. He basically cut Val's throat. Vale's throat.
Yeah.
True. I like take, like, if he has like a cloak or something like that, or a sheet
Sure.
in his thing, just to wrap up the head, so we're not just carrying a
Yeah.
loose head around.
So you take the sheet off his bed, which is actually fairly well made. So, you know, not Mad Hermit quality that you'd expect. And you take the sheet and wrap the head in it. And there's a very quickly going red spot on one end of the sheet.
Wonderful. That is very pleasant. Okay.
I'm gonna let you carry that one, Vale.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't want to be touching that sort of thing. It's a bit, gross. Anyways, we should probably get going. Right, so when we get there, if we're walking and talking. Walking and talking.
Sure.
So when we get there, we just say, "Here is body. Unfortunately, we could not find the necklace. It is unfortunate, but here is the body. Do with it whatever you will. Whether or not you want to pay us, I don't particularly care. We kind of just got paid with some good magic shit, but."
Agreed. Who I am not particularly gifted at lying. I succeed by not saying much. Is there anyone else who would like to speak it?
Vale also raises hand.
Vale and Shavar are both just standing there like, yeah, we have kind of a high charisma score.
These
yeah.
are the jokes that you need a webcam for, Matt.
Yeah, I know.
Who's this Matt you keep speaking of?
Vale. Damn, Vale. Vale. Not Vale. Vale.
It's Vale.
Stop it.
It does turn into Vale when you have a
Vale.
A little bit.
All right.
Stop talking
little
like
drawl
a
on.
Bill.
All right. So at this point, I'd like each player, actually just two of you. I would like everyone but Shavar to roll me d20.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna do a strength.
This is
I
where
mean,
we're going to
I
die.
got an 8.
Anything that's just a straight d20 works.
7.
Okay.
Well, I
you-
won.
We die.
You head south and get to the keep without any difficulty or interruption.
Yay!
Except bees.
No bees this time.
Oh.
I kiss each bee on the head.
There are no bees.
I also have no lips, so they're like mobile.
Weird,
Wow.
scaly,
I'm now trying to imagine Dragonborns trying to kiss, and
lots of tongue.
Yeah.
all right.
I
Well,
have a tongue like a Komodo dragon.
stop. All right. So, as the sun approaches the horizon, you come out of the Whispering Woods, gazing upon the keep on the Borderlands.
Oh, it's much better when it's not as bright. I mean, praise the sun, but fuck, I can actually fucking
Yeah.
see things. Holy shit. Okay.
Back to Baradel Castle.
Baradale Castle.
We go up to the
As-
gate.
Yeah, as we're kind of getting up to the gate, Vale is going to cast message.
Who to?
Hickey. To Shavar,
Okay.
Hi.
and he's just gonna say, thanks for not telling Prax. And I'm aware you might not remember what that's about.
Yeah, no, undead, get your mind made.
You
Dragon breath.
dragon breath, not acid.
Look how
Guess he's
lame.
trying- He looks.
Copper with a little bit of green. He used a poison dragon breath.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
don't know if I don't know if Shavar knows Prax
What that means.
Okay.
Alright.
You can reply to this message.
Damn it!
Damn
There
it,
it
Sam
is.
Riegel!
Yes, it is the greatest thing to ever be added to the message spell ever.
You can reply to this message. It takes 60 words, but it's the best.
Technically, message doesn't have word count.
No, doesn't message have 25?
Nope, that's sending.
Oh.
Message is just a short thing.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yep.
I was
and you
always
can
playing
use-
message like sending.
think
Shavar
it's a
just
good-
shrugs.
Alright. So, as you approach the keep gate, Bolin, who is the corporal of the watch of the gate, comes up on the edge and looks out and says, "Oh, what's your business? Oh, it's you guys. Lower the drawbridge." And they lower the drawbridge.
Thank you.
Hello.
Much
Vale
easier, a
just
lot more
kinda
expedited than
goes-
the last time.
Oh, now we don't. Now we know you're not gonna like murder people and stuff because you didn't the first time.
That's
yelled,
true.
I kind of
in bed sheet.
I kind of tucked the bed sheet a little bit more behind. I prestidigitate the blood away from the up.
Okay. You do need to go through the warehouse and check any dangerous things you're bringing in that weren't checked last time.
Okay.
Okay. I would.
And he bloops down the gate wall to the warehouse, which I'm gonna just bloop out for you. You're there now, not moving your characters. You're there. And he comes down and says, "All right, anything suspicious, magical, dangerous, weaponry-esque?
We have
pull
a
out
head.
You have a head."
Yeah.
And here I was just saying you weren't murderers.
Well, no, it's good one.
Everyone starts
Vale-
talking at once.
Vale's like, holy crap! I wasn't gonna say anything about that.
Prax
Do you
is just holding up the cougar pelt, just like, look.
That's pretty. It's not magic, is it?
Very nice. I don't think so.
No, it's probably fine. You get it off an actual cat.
Yeah,
Well-
but what's a funky cat?
Do you remember Mad Mage? We were all Mad.
Oh yeah, the Mad Hermit. Yeah.
Yeah, that is head, and that is his cat.
Well, you just went out and murdered that man.
Well, no, we went there, tried to talk to him. He tried to do the murder on us, so then we had to. Would you like?
Lance
There was it was a
still kinda
story,
has a little
but
scar.
I was gonna say,
you
I
can see on his neck.
pointed the big gash across my throat.
That doesn't look very healthy, honestly. If I was to be honest.
I'm tending to it. It's fine.
No.
All right. I'm gonna assume this was. I'm gonna believe you saying this is self-defense, but you know, killing sentient creatures, like non-evil ones, is a slippery slope. So why don't you be careful? You don't want to get slid down into the clutches of chaos. You know.
Well, he was agent of
Local-
chaos.
Looks
Pointing
at
the
Shavar.
What?
Slit throat.
Just be careful about it.
I show the +1 dagger.
Yeah. That's nice.
A holy symbol? Just because
Holy-
I know that can be technically a quote-unquote weapon.
That's good. That's good. That's a nice +1 dagger. I like that dagger.
I'm glad they're colloquially known as +1 daggers.
This is the original. They glow canonically in the very original adventures.
It's like Sting.
Yeah, because everything had to be Tolkien. So I got those logged, along with the head, and that's everything. All the magic, crazy woo-woo crap you got.
Yep.
Prax Jandalin, make a deception check.
I know, I talked and I was like, fuck.
But you get advantage because you were assisted by the other two. They
do I
affirmed,
need-
-1.
they affirmed your message.
For the potion of invisibility
Ah!
Vale, you also didn't declare potion invisibility, and you do need to roll for that as well.
23.
God.
Not a problem.
I never
Alright,
played
so
charisma low characters.
Now,
so here we are.
he's gonna roll an insight check, and it's just a flat die because Boland's not super insightful. So let's see how it
I have
goes.
a backup plan.
Vale also has a backup plan.
2.
Oh, cool. No backup plan needed.
I decided to share that one because I think it'd be fun. So Boland's like, yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
Go on in.
Thank you very much. Are any of the places still
kindly.
open, or is everyone going to sleep now?
Most places, well, especially the tavern and the Traveler's Inn, open all night. Service is a little slower. Everything else should be open for about another half hour. Usually things close at sundown.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
And of course, us guards are on duty all through that. Just not necessarily me, specifically.
Right.
Yeah, so you head on in. Where do you head?
The bank.
That
Where I'm
seems...
heading.
We
That's
head
it.
to the bank to
Head.
give the head.
Yep. I said heading like 3 times in this thing and tried not to laugh.
Listen, how dare you be ahead of me?
Practice Jandalin, did you say somewhere else?
No. As soon as we're like out of earshot, Prax is gonna kind of lean in and go, "Guys, I think I'm better at lying than I thought I
Can I
I'm
roll
gonna-
an insight?
Can I roll an insight?
was."
I'm fairly certain.
Damn good.
I'm fairly certain that you believe Practice Jandalin is being earnest.
I'm a master liar.
the trick to lying to people, just have them botch insight all day.
I cast message to Prax and be like, so you left it out in the forest or something? You didn't bring it here? Good job.
No, I've got it around my neck.
Is it just like under your armor?
Yeah.
Holy fucking
You
shit.
can really obviously see the chain.
Perfect.
Oh, that was great.
All right, so you head to the banker. The banker's name is Talbot.
Talbot. I don't think I. No, I did write that down. Talbot the
Yep,
banker.
from last time. But he's not at the window. A little fresh-faced little youngin. I need to get out of the southern accent for my narrating.
Yep.
How young is the youngin?
He looks about 9.
Oh no.
Oh, well, yeah, but
Wait, why is a 9-year-old running a bank?
I'm gonna say I want to plop the head on the thing. We got him though. Not gonna do that to a 9-year-old.
All right.
It'd be funny.
And he's just sitting there minding the bank counter, and he sees her back. Hi.
Hello?
Can I do anything for your service?
Yes, we're looking for,
Talbot?
Talbot, yeah.
I'm his son. I manage things when he's sleeping.
Oh.
Is this important, or can I handle your transaction?
It is kind of important, is regarding a deal we had with him directly.
Personal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll wake
Hiding
him
the
up.
bag behind my back.
I'll wake him up then. Can you take a few steps away from the window?
Oh, yes, sure. Of course.
Thank you.
Sure.
And he closes a little screen.
what
And-
a precocious little youngin.
And he leaves, and a few 3-4 minutes later, the door opens, and there is Talbot with the little youngin behind him, just like, hello. How was the adventuring?
Well, good news and bad news.
Give me the bad news.
Okay, so bad news, we don't have your necklace. Good news is we brought a
Souvenir.
a souvenir. Yes.
What's that?
Well, hold on, but Val, don't hold on. Could you have your son not be present?
Guys, can you go muck out the horse drops? And the guys goes, I don't want to. Just like walk around the block for a few minutes, okay? Fine. Guys, the youngin.
Did
Okay.
he actually leave?
I was about to say the
Yeah.
same thing.
Make a perception check.
Okay,
Wow.
cool.
I'm actually doing not bad on wisdom. For
Practice Jandalin. He like walks around the corner, but you hear him. He's just kind of hanging out around the corner. He does the footsteps loud to soft thing, so it didn't walk away. So it sounds like he walked away, even though he didn't.
Me as a child.
I think everyone is a child.
Yeah.
Did no one else notice that? Practice Jandalin, you gonna mention anything about that?
No, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Okay, so.
If he's not looking, he doesn't see it.
Yeah. So, Talbot goes, okay, so what is this that my child couldn't see?
Right.
Pull out the head.
Oh! Yeah, okay. Appreciated. But no amulet?
No, unfortunately, was not able to be recovered. We couldn't find.
I only found this, and I hand him the holy symbol of, I believe it was Melora?
Yep.
Okay. So,
He was wearing that around his neck.
he, like, shakes it and stuff to see if it's, like, secretly disguised as a thing, but doesn't find anything.
Oh, we didn't think of that.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Smart.
Puts on the counter. That amulet's really important.
Unfortunately, none of us are really.
You looked everywhere and you couldn't find it at all?
No.
Practice
You could
Jandalin,
probably
make a
check
deception check.
Tree.
You had to open your
Thanks.
mouth.
I'm telling
Thanks,
him to go
Prack.
check the tree. We went. He had a house. We can tell you where it is.
Since your party is helping you, you still get advantage.
Prax!
Okay.
Not
Alright.
bad, not bad, not bad.
We had a plan!
Well, I'm really good at lying now, guys. I see. I'm
That's
great.
All right. So, okay. Well, would you be willing? You look. Did you look in the tree?
I mean,
We searched it. Doesn't mean we didn't miss something.
yeah.
None of us
Alright.
here are really the investigative type, one might say.
Nah.
Alright. Well, you didn't get the amulet back, so but you got rid of the fiend who wronged my family, so that's worth something to me. Although you didn't get back my heirloom. Oh, would you call 100 gold? Would you call 100 gold fair?
I would call that fair.
And I'm not asking for anything that you recovered from him. Besides that,
You can
nothing else
keep-
matters to me.
You can keep the head.
Yeah, we
I
don't.
don't.
Really
I
need
don't want the head, really. I just want to know. I'm glad to see the head because that means he's gone. I then don't need to have it in my possession.
That is fair.
Is there a place in town we should take the head?
You might want to hand it over to Bolin, because if you just throw it in the waste, people are gonna think someone killed somebody.
Do you
We
think
did.
it might be possible if we brought it before the people in the Great Hall? Perhaps there might be a reward involved for such things.
I don't think the Castellan might appreciate this, but it's probably not a particularly large endeavor. You might need to do a little more. That being said, they appreciate it when adventurers make fiscal donations to the well-being of the castle. So if you accompanied this deed with a fiscal donation, then perhaps.
Speaking of fiscal matters, question for you. And Prax kind of lays out the cougar pelt. Do you know anywhere that would be good to sell this? Feel free to pet it. It's very soft.
Touches a couple times out of politeness. So there's a couple places in town. There's a general store, and you can literally read out the window and point over there, and a trader literally just behind you. He pauses for a moment, and he's gonna decide how much he likes you. You've been good to me, and I happen to know that the trader has a weakness for furs. He always believes he can flip them for more, so you should probably try to sell it to him.
Good to know. Much appreciated.
The trader also just moves more goods and actually deals in weapons and armor more so than the general store. General store is more like general provisions. So you'll probably more often go into the trader for equipment. That being said, there's a lot of overlap between them. Trader does better. Both the trader and the general store are marked on the map in case you didn't catch it. General store.
Oh yeah.
Trader.
Thank you for helping us. Glad we could help you too. Good luck finding your pendant. Maybe
Oh,
sold
and-
it somewhere.
You probably want your 100 gold, don't you?
Yes,
That would be good.
I assume that already got handed over.
He hasn't gone back, and he has to go back into the safe boxes and get it out. I'll be right back. Guys, damn. And he just don't hear anything. I have to close the window. Can you take a step back?
Step back.
Sure.
Yeah.
And he goes, and a couple minutes later comes back with a bag of gold.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Half of that's in platinum. I hope that's okay. It just keeps everything a little compact.
Works for me.
Sounds good.
That's fine.
Now, I'm gonna get back to bed. Thank you for your engagement, and keep in mind if you ever need a little extra cash, you've demonstrated your trustworthiness to me, so might be willing to hike the numbers a little more in your favor if need be. Night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Closes up.
Well, that was good. We should probably go turn in for the night, I guess.
Yeah. You.
We can check the trader and the guild house still.
I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be open.
The
You
trader
probably
might
got Probably another
closing.
15 on most things.
I don't want to be that guy that shops right before closing. That would be shitty.
The guild house was the one you said was open, like, all the time, right? Or did I miss-
The travelers in the tavern are open
Oh.
basically all the time, as well as the chapel, but not necessarily operating the whole time, just open.
Okay.
Guild
that's
house is
it,
normal
guild.
hours. Nah.
Okay then. Well, we can. always do it tomorrow.
All right. So you gonna go to the Travelers Inn?
Yeah.
I stop at Bolden and give him the.
Oh, you stop. Boland's like, so what do you want me to do with this again?
Whatever you want to do with it.
No, don't dispose of it, please.
Okay.
Don't
Do we really
actually
pay
do
her?
whatever you want with it. Just throw it out, please.
All right, we'll put it in the waste pile. Just make sure that people know about it. Okay.
Good idea.
Sounds good.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you need the head for?
Proof that he was dead.
The banker wanted us to get some stuff or something.
Civilized folk don't only hire bounty hunters. That's a little odd. I might need to have a talk with him at some point.
It wasn't really a bounty. It was, hey, could you try to retrieve a thing? And things didn't go as planned as we had to defend ourselves.
More like a bounty for an item, not a bounty person.
Killed me.
All right, all right.
I'll point to the cut again.
I still might talk with him. Talbot does, he's a little friend. See how he's doing. You know? Just being neighborly.
That is fair. That is fair. Should always be good to your neighbors.
All right.
Good night.
Good night. I know 3 hours on this guard shift.
Bummer.
Yep. So when you actually count the bag of gold, by the way, there's actually 102 gold pieces in it.
Ooh, wait.
Someone's bad.
Oh, sorry. There's 52 gold pieces and 5 platinum. More accurately.
He doesn't know how to count.
He was tired and he overpaid you.
Cool.
Why not? So
Okay, so here's what I propose. I will keep the 5 platinum pieces because it's less coins, and I will take that hit to my pay. And then you two can split the 52 as you wish.
26.
We gotta buy a boat, remember? So we might want to take the boat off, then split whatever's left.
Oh,
That way we don't have to pull our money together to get the boat.
That is also fair.
How much money did we find in the tree?
We should have already split that out.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was 16, you said?
16 gold to each of you, 15 gold to me, and 5 silver, 4 silver. I already added mine to my character sheet. Yours was 16 gold. Mine was the only
That's
one
all
that
I
had
need to
silver
know.
mixed in.
And I'm double checking the price of a rowboat.
I think it's.
I want to say it was 50, but I'm just checking.
I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong.
Rowboat 50, yep.
Right, well, perhaps we should be going then?
Oh, kitty cat.
So you're gonna go to the Travelers Inn?
Yes.
Sounds good to me. You roll up there. And Tarset, innkeeper, is there behind the bar. Waves. It's quiet.
What was his name again?
Tarset. And it's her name, Tarset.
No, that's a different one than the other person we talked to, wasn't it? We got
Talk
Bubba.
to it.
Bubba.
Yeah.
No, Bumbo. Bumbo.
Bumbo runs the tavern. The
Oh, that's right.
innkeeper is Tarset.
Oh, we never went to the inn.
You never went to the
That's
inn,
right.
my bad. Sorry, there's an innkeeper behind the bar. There's an innkeeper, not behind the bar. She's a female halfling, and you don't know her name.
Excuse me.
Hello.
We are new in town, and we need a room to, 3 rooms to sleep tonight?
3 gold.
Okay.
That'll cover you for the week.
Oh, okay, that's
All of you.
pretty good pay. All right.
Yeah.
Here's my gold piece.
Thank
I
I'm
slide the gold
scandalous.
piece back to Shavar and throw down 2.
Well, fuck
Okay.
you too.
You don't know.
All right.
I'm
Well,
sitting here trying to pay it. Why should you pay for him and not me?
Right. I mean, you know that. You don't know why.
That's what I said fucking
Vale.
too.
Vale shrugs.
Tarset's like, well, not to. I don't want to like.
I'd throw
Be a
down
part.
another.
I don't want to be a
another
part.
gold.
No, I don't want your gold.
I don't want to be a part of something here, but we do have a noise policy late at night, so please don't be arguing too much.
I don't want your gold.
Can you fuckers just, actually,
Okay,
you know what?
okay.
I throw
Tarset-
another gold down and start headed to room.
Okay, so Tarset grabs the 4 gold and goes, I have 4 gold and you only owe me 3. I will keep it all if you let me.
Go ahead.
No. I took my coin back.
No, it's, not from you, Shamar.
I gave 3 coins.
He
It's whether Prax is going to take
Yeah.
her coin back or
At
not.
this point, Vale has thrown down 3 and Prax has taken 1. Am I just keeping all of these?
I mean,
That's
he
fine.
just gave you a nice tip.
Thank you very much. Now please be quiet. She puts it away. That'll give you actually since there's 3 of you, I'm just gonna rent you out. We have a little. I do want to mention that we have one other option. We have these private apartments. They're separate buildings, so not part of the big hubbub, and they cost a little more. But they're 7 gold a week, so if you paid another 3, you could have like a private building.
I throw down 3 more.
All right. So, they're actually she pulls out 3 keys and lays them on the table. You're actually gonna go outside and around, and she gives you directions to private apartments right here. As I bloop out.
Oh,
By the bank.
right by the bank. That seems a little dangerous.
Alternatively, there's one right here. There's just one right there. Which one do you want?
Let's go with the one that's next door here, because if this keep is ever overrun, then we're further from the entrance where the bad guys would be coming from.
That's a little morbid, but sounds good to me. Russ right next door, takes the keys she put on the table back, puts 3 more down, 1 for each. Now be as loud as you want to be.
So
and as she's saying that quite tersely, you hear from upstairs a little voice of a very croaking old lady go, "Keep it down."
Well, shit.
Sorry.
Okay. As we walk outside, I whisper to the others, "I'm sorely tempted to wish mockery that bitch." Anyways.
I have no loud spells, or I would have done a loud spell.
I can turn into a mule and bray. That's probably the loudest I can be.
Nah. It's
Alright.
not worth it.
A little noticeable that it's actually me versus a spell.
Alright, so the 4 of you are now staying in this private apartment, paid for the week. You get inside, the amenities are quite nice. There's a room with a wash basin, 3 beds, each in their own little small room. Small room, but personal. As well as a private space and a small area to prepare food.
Well, fuck, we should have gotten with this from the get-go. This looks comfortable.
Yes, it does.
It's a nice little space.
Are there any rooms with a window?
2 of the 3 rooms have a window. The third one has a locked door, which has a notice on it that says it leads into the building next door, but that would lead into the trader's house, and they don't really want that to just be open access.
I mean, like, the bedrooms.
Yeah, one of the bedrooms has that door.
No, I want a window.
Okay, there are 2 with windows, and one that doesn't have a window and says has an awkward door into another building that is locked.
Okay, I'm claiming one of the ones that has a window.
Vale looks at Prax and just kind of shrugs.
You're muted, Pi.
Oh, yep, Pi, you're muted.
I was blowing my nose. Prax will take the one with the weird door.
Okay.
I'll take the other one with the window.
All right. You have a restful night's sleep.
I'm going
yeah.
to push long rest button.
Yes, push long rest button.
I did.
Do it.
Gain all hit points
Where
back.
is? There we go.
Oh, there's a button. I don't think that's going to change anything, but
I used 2 spells.
I
It
am
didn't come
Warlock.
back
I
on
get
the short
spells
rest.
back.
On the short rest, yeah.
I wasn't tracking anything on here.
Oh, I do get sorcerer
Because it
points,
hates
but I didn't
me.
mark those on my sheet because they're weird how you mark them on the sheet. So I just wrote in my notebook.
Yeah. Basically that's how I feel. Anything that's kind of annoying to track digitally, I'll just do by hand.
Yep. I should
Let
have
me look at my spells.
2 big circles or 3 big circles on my
Oh, yeah.
sheet.
Um,
Sorcerer points.
Does Praxagandalin have any desire to prepare spells differently for tomorrow?
Yes. I was
Yeah.
going to look.
Cool. Oh, spell cards.
I'm really bad at, like, not, like, looking at a list and being like, that's what I want. So I just flipped through them 10 million different times.
That's fair. I have all the spell cards downstairs. I never use them myself. I give them all out to my players.
Vale, as
Well, why
part
don't
of
you
his
rip?
long rest, is going to improve the maps that he drew along our traveling
Sure.
and kind of overlapping with the map we got from Xanthus,
Some Xanthos.
trying to
Yeah.
see if there's anything missed, at least in our little short trip.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Well, there's. Oh, as you can see, as I kind of pop you over to the Borderlands map overworld, it's not very high definition of what it covers. So simply by adding like the trails that you found as you went through the Whispering Woods, you'll be adding information to the map.
He would do that.
Yeah, it's not like it's super mechanically useful in game, but
Mhm.
to a true cartographer, that's the kind of detail that you would want to add.
Yep. Topography and everything like that.
Yep.
Vale can sell maps to make
Woot.
some money.
Shavar, did you want to make a healing potion? Because as an elf, your long rest only takes 4 hours. Because you could do it.
And that would take 25 gold to do?
Yeah.
Not yet, because
Okay.
I only have 30 gold, and I'd like to keep that in reserve.
Fair enough.
I do want to, at dawn, because I don't need to rest as long,
Sure.
at dawn, I'm going to make my way to the chapel and just, I guess, pay my respects to Paylor as is proper.
Yeah. Well, even though it's a chapel too. That's right. This chapel actually is to Paylor.
Praise the sun.
Xanthos you met was a cleric of Arathis, but this chapel, as you go to the chapel,
Gonna get married?
oh yeah,
Gonna get
right
married.
there. Boop. It's got that classic open door policy, and then a beautiful pews, stained glass windows, large stained glass window open over the door you open. Up front, it's got the lectern and different religious symbolisms and iconography to Paylor and to some other civilization-focused gods that are considered good and lawful. And at the very front of the chapel, because this is dawn, so it's like empty, there is a figure who is bent over on the front pew, front right pew, right on the aisle, wearing a very simple but well cut and appointed robe. And you can see just the chain of a holy symbol that he's holding in his hand.
Shavar is going to quietly just make his way up next to the person and join him in silent prayer. All
right. As you as you walk up to the this person and sit down next to you, actually do catch a sight from the front, and the robe is open, and underneath is plate armor.
Cool.
Yeah. And there's also a staff leaning against their side.
All right. Shavar doesn't say anything, just kneels next to him and head bowed.
After the proper amount of time for Pelorian prayer, you both look up, and he just reaches out his hand and says, Zynek.
Shavar, pleasure to meet you. How do you spell your name? Pelor, tell me how you spell name.
Zyneg. It's a classic Pelorian name. You should know this, says the Archangel.
Z-U-I...
Z-Y Neg.
Like those egg things.
Sorry, it's XY Neg. I'm horrible.
X-Y neg?
Yeah.
My patron has deceived me.
Like that.
Got it.
Okay.
So shake hands.
Looks at you calmly. So what's the story?
Nope.
You know. How did you come to adore Pelor's light?
It was a strange deal made
As you talk somewhat falteringly, you just see, like, he's listening to you so genuinely. You can just see a genuine curiosity in his eye. He's just patiently looking at you. A very slight smile on his face.
Where I come from, it's not a very good place. And I made a deal with a servant of Pelor to get me out of that kind of place, and in exchange I spread the word of the sun. I bring healing and light.
You know, most of that I could say about myself as well. Well met, Shavar.
Well met. It seems to me that you are a bit well armored for one who is merely praying.
People around here call me the curate. I'm a bit of a less traditional cleric. More like a paladin. When chaos comes knocking on our door, the Castellan may lead the forces in tactics, but I lead us in spirit.
And I imagine you probably clobber a few heads with that stick of yours, too.
Yeah, Nessie over here, as he grabs the stick and invokes a command word, the head of the staff animates into a actual snake. And give me a kiss. And says another command word, and it returns into a staff.
I'm not one for snakes. That's cool, but...
I mean, it's not like a real snake. It just obeys everything I think for it to do.
If it
So it's
looks
not-
like snake, acts like snake, it's probably snake. Sorry, not... Yeah, it's cool. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to unnerve you.
Yeah. Shavar and Art share common dislike of snakes.
That's fine. Well, Shavar, I should start opening up the chapel for morning prayers. But I can say that I am genuinely happy to have made your acquaintance.
The pleasure is mine. I imagine we'll be seeing each other when I am within the grounds here.
And of course, if you require counsel, you can always talk to me.
Appreciate
At
it.
which point he gets up and takes out an incense box and starts setting up some incense and lighting candles and just busy work. So around time you make your way back to your apartment, presumably. The rest of the party is rousing, having completed their long rest.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Care to join me in praising the sun?
Yes, actually, kind of. Does like the common area have an open window or like a window?
Yeah, the common area has 2 fairly large windows for the time.
Okay.
This makes me want to get an apartment. Can we get an apartment, guys?
We did.
No. I mean me. Let me move out. Let me go. We'll all move in together. It'll be great. Roommates.
Yeah.
Do
All right.
you do dishes?
I do.
Now, Pi, you just move up Seattle, and Arch, you move to Seattle, and we'll all just get an apartment together. That'd be great.
I'd be okay with that.
That'd be so much money.
Yeah, actually, Seattle's not the... No, we all gotta actually bunker down in Vancouver with Pi.
That's also a lot of money. But I
It's
do own
probably
a house, so...
better. I own a quarter of a house.
But technically, I own half the house.
I'm lucky I own the computer I'm streaming on right now.
And on that note, why don't we get back to
Yes.
D&D instead of the very miserable housing troubles.
After he got up, Vale would have made sure all his makeup is done.
Sure.
If you get my drift.
You put your face on.
Yep.
Are you just doing this in front of us, like in the mirror, sort of thing?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm got my own room.
It's a private room, and there's no mirrors set up in the room, but I imagine you probably carry one for that purpose.
Yeah, I figure it's part of the
I
disguise
mean,
kit.
you have a disguise kit. It's kind of hard to put on disguise, hoping to see yourself.
Yeah. And he doesn't really take anything off. He just has to touch up scrapes and stuff like that to keep it.
Yeah. Scales don't really shed with the same kind of frequency of as normal human skin does. All right, so after you did that, you move out into the common room, and your friends are, well, your co-adventurers who are all there. I don't know. I'm not going to make assumptions about you being friends. Not after last night. And you all need to decide what is next on your day.
Right. So we need to
If you want to see the map of the overworld, just tell me and I'll pop us over there.
Not yet.
Okay.
So we need to go sell pelt. We need to go get boat. We need to go get cleric, and then go use boat.
Yes, we're gonna go find the bandits down south, right? That's our plan.
Right. We're taking cleric with us because he offered, and why not?
Okay.
Raven Rock.
And I need a new crowbar. Stares at tracks.
And depending how much boat is and how much we get for pelt, we could perhaps stock up on any items maybe trader has.
Yeah. Let's
Great.
let's start with the pelt then.
New ring is nice. I fancy more things.
New necklace is delightful.
What necklace?
You got it.
Wink, wink.
I got a dagger that we'll probably only use for cutting off people's heads.
You're literally never going to use that thing. Who are you fucking kidding?
No, we've
Hopefully
used
you
it
never-
twice.
You know, it
Skin
might
to
be better
cat.
to
Have
sell.
use it.
Might be better to sell or trade.
I don't know.
I'll
You
see
also
what's
wanna
offered.
keep you
I know.
for the most part away.
Magic items have resistance to damage. Daggers are useful.
Right, when you're going
Yeah.
to wield it.
Okay, I'll walk
Well,
downstairs
you
to the
what?
traders next door.
All right, so Praxis Janelin walks out the door.
Crack Daniel.
Bye.
Vale follows.
Shavar apparently stays in the apartment.
No, Shavar is following and uses uses Mask of Many Faces to act all sassy like Vale. Like second Vale being like me.
All right, so you get mocked all the way to the trader, which is literally next door.
And then I change back.
Sounds good to me.
As we're stepping in, Prax kind of leads back. I mean, I said I was bad at lying, but I'm also bad at negotiating. I know I've been made a fool of a couple times. Anyone else want to try and sell this?
Sure, I got it. I grab the pelt and head into the trader.
Don't forget to tell them how great it is.
Is Prax Jandalin staying outside?
No, she'll go inside.
Just gonna be quiet.
Maybe you should go outside.
Quiet.
Prax, maybe you should stay outside.
All right, so.
But I want to look at the cool stuff.
Yeah. So you walk in, and
Is there cool
there
stuff?
is a large, pretty large storefront area where there's a counter where is a kind of tan-skinned man sitting behind with his fingers laced over, and upon you walking in, he lights up and says, customers, please.
Hello, sir.
Hello. What are your names?
My name's Vale.
Vale?
Prax Jandalin.
And you?
My name is Shavar. Pleasure to meet you.
Shavar, Prax Jandalin, Vale. Nice to meet you. I'm Khalid. Nice to meet you. Khalid.
Khalid. Is that with a K?
Yes. Khalid. That's one of the Gygax is.
Khalid.
So please.
Mighty fine name.
What can I do for you today?
Well, we have this pelt to sell, and we're also looking to buy a few items.
Ooh.
We're looking at taking care of your bandit troubles to the south.
Oh, that would be excellent if we didn't have to worry about that for my supply lines anymore. Can you please lay the pelt out on the counter? I want to inspect it.
Lay it out. It's a very fine piece indeed.
He runs his hands across the pelt, inspecting it for holes, tears, imperfections in the skinning. It's pretty peerless.
Skinned by Prax here. She's very good.
You have a gift with a knife.
I am. Thank you.
He looks over, says, "So, what do you want for it?"
She would have said the 88-ish.
880 is what it's worth.
880? Oh, I
Yes.
thought
No, it was
80.
worth.
Fucking good.
No, it was the roll times D4 times 10. This
Now-
thing is a work of
Fucking
art.
Master.
Now, this piece, if we weren't way out here at the keep, usually would go for 900 gold. We'll give it to you for 880 gold.
This is beautiful. I could make something quite exquisite out of this. Maybe sell it to the Castellan, or maybe that priest. He likes fine things.
In my opinion and experience, lots of people like fine things.
Indeed.
Nice jacket.
880 is an amount, but I have to make some sort of margin. You have to understand. Then we have a negotiation. You say one number, I say another number, then eventually we meet in the middle. You know how this works.
Yes.
How about I'll start my offer at 500. Practice.
840.
Anyone who'd like to can make an insight check.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
Bad at
would
it,
like
but
to
I'm
do
going.
that.
Really? I'm rolling great on wisdom checks that I do not have proficiency or anything in.
Okay.
Fucking
Oh.
20.
So, Prax Jandalin, you got the read on this guy. When he said 880, he had the light in his eye, like he would take that price on the spot, and he's just trying to get more. He's just trying to get it for less.
You know, guys, okay.
So you
I
probably
think we
punched me as I said 840.
So he says 840 as you go.
can- guys, I really think. I mean, if you can't afford a piece such as this, it might be good for us to take it elsewhere. Even if we have to hold on to it. For
Trust
a little
me,
bit. What,
I can-
What do you think, guys?
No one will pay
Yeah.
more for this than I. No one will pay more for this than I will. I'll take your 840 offer.
Now, the lady likes when I do the talking, but she knows this better. I think 880 is a fine.
You said 840. You can't just take it back. That's bad faith bargaining. Come on.
I do have to agree with that one, Vale. That's not. Just take 840. It's fine.
Do we have an accord?
Vale shrugs and does 840.
All right. He goes in and actually moves upside a shelf, opens up a floor safe, pulls out. And he's like, as he pauses the safe. You're not robbers. And he opens up the safe.
I really want to just
thank
pull out
you.
the dagger.
And he pulls out. Let's see. Yep. And he pulls out 400 gold pieces and 44 platinum.
We are going to have to visit the bank. This
Right.
is going to get heavy.
Well, while we're in here, why don't you leave that money on the table and we talk trade as well?
All right, I'm just gonna put the fur in the back for a second.
That is fine.
It needs a little work before it is. I can
Keep
fully
it
flip
nice.
it.
Out of the sunlight for now.
It should be
Don't
nice
want it
when
to
I'm done.
fade.
Excuse me, praise the sun.
He takes the fur, takes it in
Okay.
back, and comes back out. So, did you need anything?
A boat.
A boat. Well, how big?
Yes.
We need to get across the
Row.
river.
I think
For the three
4
of us.
people at least. No, weren't we bringing?
That's correct. 4.
What's his butt?
The Xanthus?
Xanthos.
Os. I have an A in my notes. Oh, okay.
Okay, rowboat. That's doable. Anything else?
Crowbar.
So as you're saying things, he's literally just like taking his fingers and just counting out a few of the platinum, a few of the gold, to taking out the price.
Whoa!
things.
Hold on. Name price.
I'm not taking it. I'm just counting it up. Rowboat's 50. Crowbar is very little. It's
I think it's like 2 silver or something. I don't remember from when I did this earlier.
2 GP.
Oh, 2
Well,
gold. Wow.
So 5 platinum, 2 gold, in a little separate pile, a separate pile from the other things. And he pulls off a crowbar and the rowboat is not in the house, but they're out. They're kept outside.
Right.
And do you have anything interesting? One-of-a-kind pieces, fancy equipment might be helpful.
Well, what's your price range?
I mean,
Is it this? Is this your price range?
Pretty much.
we got a little more.
A little more, but not looking
Okay.
to spend all our gold.
Looks you over. I think I might have something. He goes, he goes back to the floor safe, opens it up again, pulls out a small wooden case, very thin. It's on the table, unclasps it, flips up, and there is a very thin wand.
Ooh, what does it do?
Ooh.
Very pretty.
He pulls it out, and it's straight at the bottom, and then has a little swirl at the top, and then goes straight, just a little more past that. It looks very delicate, but it's actually quite strong as he bends it a little bit. This is a potent implement that could help a caster who uses arcane foci, such as you. He usually points to Shavar with the wand.
What does it do?
So, mechanically, this is a Wand of the War Mage. Gives a +1 to attack rolls, lets you ignore half of the hero's cover, gives you +1 to your spell save DC. That part's not in the official spell description. That's a thing I add to Wand of War Mages in my games. Because it feels weird for your spell attack bonus to be better than your spell save DC. Additionally, this one has a little special trick. As he says, Invenos. And he snaps his finger, and the wand turns invisible.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's to get an invisible wand.
Oh my god, we're in a D&D
How long-
Beyond commercial.
How,
Have to do it.
how long does the invisibility last?
If it leaves your grasp, or if it leaves your personage for a minute, it reappears. Or if you unattune to it, or if you say the command word again, Invenos, and it reappears.
How much?
For you, give me this beautiful pelt.
For a
Here,
good price?
A mere 25 platinum.
That
250.
seems fair, but is it?
I mean, you could roll an Arcana check to try to appraise the item.
I have Arcana. I'm not smart, but I have Arcana.
I also have Arcana.
Also not smart.
Proficient.
Also not smart.
Same.
1!
17!
Plenty!
I believe-
17!
I believe it's a.
Prax
I
and
believe
Randlin's
it's a
just
sausage.
on it today.
Wait.
One of the War Mage with this with a little extra spice on top. He actually might be quoting you a little under.
I think that's a fair price.
I think so too.
I think it's a stick.
Before we say yes, though, is there anything else you could think of that might be worth looking at?
Do you have any like rings?
So he puts the wand on the table, back in the case, and just
Yeah.
leaves it there.
Nice case.
Case comes with it. I have one other thing. Do you scaly folk see well in the dark?
No.
Not at all.
Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
entirely sure. I know this one can see in the dark fine, but I didn't know about you two. So he pulls out a onyx ring. Let you see in the dark.
How much?
Probably about the same. 25 platinum seems fair.
I mean,
When we eventually split this, I would have that much, right? Yeah, definitely.
I'm not sure. So the 25 platinum is 250 gold, in case
Yeah.
conversion's a little lazy.
This is why I don't ever use actual platinums. It's gold.
Because we got 940 gold from this.
All right. So
So
how
yeah,
much?
I would definitely have.
You got
250.
840 gold from this guy.
I'm sorry, 940 gold this session. So
Yes.
far. So what I haven't converted into my characters.
942.
Oh, 2. That is correct. We got overpaid.
A fact that you are not hasty to correct.
2. So I would have 250. Even after the 50 from the boat.
So that just drops us down to 900 divided by 3.
Yeah.
It's like
So I would-
333. 300
I would-
each.
I would take the ring.
I say we
Prax,
take
you
both.
can- Well, yeah, I'm good with both, but I meant for me the ring. I would
Yeah.
just straight
Yeah,
pay
I
that
can-
for mine.
I can cast dark vision and transform into animals in the dark, so I'm good.
I can't do shit.
It also seems a little high, but I'm just saying.
How about this? How about
for
we
both of them?
take the wand, we take the ring, the boat,
The crowbar.
the crowbar, and in exchange, why not shave off about 10% off the total since we're buying a lot from you? And we'll be back in the future for more because we're planning on sticking around for a while as adventurers.
You do have a very nice shop. I went right into the fucking Russian.
My issue here is that 10% sounds like not much, but you're buying a lot of goods, and so that actually amounts to, on an average pace of trading, a week's, multiple days of effort on my part, and I'm not sure I can give that much of a discount. I can give him maybe a little bit.
We're also freeing up your trade routes to the south, hopefully. And these will be a great help to us.
I appreciate that, and I'm sure the Castellan will give you some compensation for that.
Castellan.
Yes.
A lower percentage then, but I think it would be fair. A bulk discount.
5%?
Fair.
All right.
5% in goodwill on both sides.
Of course,
Hand out.
of course.
Hand
All
out.
right, so you've got... I look at you initiating handshakes. All right, so that's 500 gold for the 2 magic items, and then another 50 for the boat and 2 for the crowbar. So 552. 5% of 552 is
25.
Just negate the 2 because
26-ish.
nobody gives a fuck about that.
fair enough. So roughly 27.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay in school.
Close
kids.
enough.
Just move the decimal point over and divide it by
Yeah.
2.
All right.
5% of 550 is 27.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you knock off 27 gold off 550, that's 523 gold. And he's giving you 840. So 840 minus 523. And then you guys deal with dividing it.
840 minus 523 is 317.
Okay.
Add on the other 100 from the guy.
102.
Well, we're not. I don't give a fuck about 2 gold.
You spent the 2 gold to get the crowbar. Problem
Exactly.
There we go. That's
So, all right. So 417 divided by 3. So that's 139 gold to each person.
solved. Well, except for I believe the concept was that Vale and Shavar were using their share partially to buy their magic items.
Nah, I don't mind if we just divide it by 3. I get the next cool shit we find. Deal?
That is fine.
Cool.
I get
As long
first
as-
dibs.
As long as you guys are working it.
Yep.
Okay, so we all get 139 gold.
And then I already have 15 and 4 before that.
Now I need to put shiny new stick in character sheet.
Invenos.
In the nose.
In Vinos, that's where you can find it. In Vinny.
Do you guys think we should
Ew.
go talk to this Castellan fella they keep mentioning, who maybe will pay us money for bandit?
So the Castellan runs the establishment here, the entire keep. He's in charge.
Oh,
His actual name's Olin, but we tend to be formal with him.
Olin.
Yeah.
Mr. Castellan. Sir Castellan?
It's a
Lord
sir.
Castellan? Sir.
Lord Castellan, Regent Castellan. Your Excellency Castellan. I mean,
Your Excellency.
the dude's not too big on formalities, but it'd make him smile, probably
Throw it in every once in a while.
every once in a while.
I cannot spell excellency.
That being said, getting an audience, because he's a very busy man, could be quite a bit of effort. You might be better off meeting with him after you have something significant to offer. Like, we've already killed the bandits, and we have this gold for you.
A donation to the.
They're really big on receiving donations. In fact, you probably wouldn't be able to get an audience with that one.
eh.
Without doing something impressive, of course.
Hmm.
So word on the street says that you 3 were talking with that priest fellow, Xanthos.
Yeah, what do you know
Yeah.
about him?
I
Oh,
mean, we
he's
were
a
just
funny-
talking about them in front of you, so yeah.
No, he's a funny one. He's a funny one. Some people don't really know what to make of him. He's just he's very forthright at times.
Very forward.
The curate doesn't have the nicest word to say about him, actually.
Who?
The curate, Zynik.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, that is a friend I met. Fellow worshiper of Pelor, but more
Devout?
melee oriented.
That's a way to put it.
Um,
Stabby.
Let's just say the old man was packing.
Wow.
Yeah. The security is very respected. Probably just below the Castellan, actually. Honestly, if the two disagreed, I'm not sure which side I'd be on. but generally see eye to eye.
Huh.
Well, I'm gonna take the side of whoever is with Baylor. So.
I mean, for you, it's easy. You have an excuse to already have an answer made.
Predisposition in that if I didn't, I'm pretty sure I'd probably get my ass kicked.
That guy was a little. Nope.
Nope, that's not your accent.
That guy was.
You
a
lost
little...
it again.
I did because I want to go to Ren. That's what Ren talks like. I also just copy any accent I hear.
Yeah. So like, so you have any dealing with Xanthos?
I mean, he talked to us in a tavern and offered his assistance. So far, we have not taken him up on his offer.
I mean,
I think he went to put armor on and we ditched him last night. I think is what happened.
I think he's accompanied some adventuring parties out to the Caves of Chaos before. I've heard good things.
That is good to know, at least.
They said I'm not much of an adventuring type myself. So
it's hard to adventure and make a profit in a store.
Had to sell things.
Yep.
Anything else needed?
Not that I can think of right now. Thanks for doing business with us.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna stay here in my shop. Step by anytime. Come back. Sell, buy.
Do you personally enchant any of the weapons and whatnot you make, or is it more of like you just get whatever you can find?
I don't do personal enchanting. That being said, the jeweler, just a little north of here, does a little bit.
Okay.
Wow.
Could be good if we need personal commissions later on.
Yeah. If you make something really expensive and needs to move it quickly, he generally sells it to me, so I get a little more traffic.
I kind of hold up the ring on my finger. This one of his?
The dark vision ring you just sold us.
Yeah. No, it's his ring. Oh, I thought that was a ring of protection.
Nope, that's
Oh,
on me.
that's on.
That's
Yeah.
on him.
No, that one was from a couple adventurers, the two halfling brothers that came by. They were in town last week. They went off to the Caves of Chaos. We haven't seen them since. We think they're dead.
We'll keep an eye out for him if we make our way up there.
Alright, well, thank you very much for all of your help.
Try not to die.
That's certainly the goal.
This should help. By the way, 60 feet dark vision on the ring?
Yes, yeah, 60-foot dark vision requires attunement.
Okay.
The Wand of the War Mage requires attunement, by the way.
Yep. So I suggest we go attune, get familiar with these items, and
35-minute attunement period.
You know what? Vale, why don't you and I just kick back and relax and attune to our new shiny items? Prax, why don't you go get the cleric and have him schlep the boat over here?
Oh yeah, where's our boat? Like, where did he say to pick it up?
Oh yeah,
I guess I can help him carry it.
Khalid walks outside and shows around back, just actually by the jewelers, just over here.
Is this guy's first name DJ?
No.
DJ
Does it have a
Khalid.
name? Is the boat's name DJ?
Alright, so this boat is a rowboat. We haven't named it. If you want to, go ahead. He kind of pulls it off. There's two of them, and this one's on the upper one. If you help me get it down,
Oh, okay.
I'm a little short.
I'm not that
I'm gonna help.
strong.
I'm gonna help too, and I am not.
The three of you managed to barely get the rowboat down. You'll probably want to use a little rope and pull it behind you.
Does it come with oars?
Yeah. The oars are tied inside, right there.
Sweet.
They're kind of at the sea. I don't blame you not noticing them. Now,
Okay.
good afternoon. And he walks
Bye.
inside. All right. So now, do you want to
Yeah.
attunement party?
Attunement
Go
party.
Go find.
Go
Well-
get Xanthos party.
While
What a
Prax
find.
goes be our messenger.
Prax, so you gonna go do that?
Lash, are
Wanna
you
go
actually going to
find
claim the boat as your
Xanthos.
NPC?
A
I mean, we
sentient
could
boat.
just be kind and name it after Lash.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we could give Lash more than that.
Well, that'll be the first.
Well, what if it's a
That-
what if it is a sentient boat?
we have a.
You did
sentient
not just
boat.
buy a sentient boat for 50 gold.
Well, maybe he
He
didn't
knows.
know it was
No.
sentient.
Okay, fine. If that's really what Lash wants, I'll figure something out. Lash, name it.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be horrible.
All right, so
Guess
Prax
I'll-
Jandalin, you gonna go to the tavern where you saw the
Yeah.
priest last?
I'll wander over there, look if he's suckering any more people in.
All right. Go into the tavern, and Bumbo's there, and it's kind of early morning, so
Bumbo.
there's just a couple patrons who are more kind of constant, and you don't see Xanthos. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Xanthos.
Oh, I think he's probably home still.
Where does he live?
Let me show it to you on this handy dandy wall map we have of the castle.
Well,
yeah,
I have a map too. Oh,
Yeah, I'm highlighting it.
he's a priest.
He has his own
Okay.
building.
So he's just down the way. Okay, thanks, Bumbo. And then she's just
Anytime. No tip. Oh, whatever. So Braxigandlin walks out, goes through the inn, knocks on the priest's house, and the door opens to a very stern-faced acolyte in a robe.
Hello.
Steps back.
Prax will kind of duck down and wondering, is Xanthos here?
Oh, sorry. They don't speak. They've taken a vow of silence.
So they just stare at me and I stare at them.
Yeah. So are we adventuring?
What?
Is it adventuring time? Says Xanthos.
Oh, he's talking to me.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's calling out to you from another room. That's what was happening.
Yes. We're gonna get we bought a rowboat.
So we're going over to Raven Rock.
Yes.
All right, I'll get my plate armor ready.
Are
5
you gonna
minutes.
Go help him so he's a little faster.
I have 2 more in here. Don't worry.
That's a little rude way to refer to you guys. Well, it was nice to meet you. I'm Praxigandalin. I know you can't talk.
All right. So he gets. Okay, so rowboat guy gets boat, gets armor, comes out. He's got plate and a mace, and a shield. And he walks over to boat. Everyone meets up. Short rest finishes attunement. Let's take a 10-minute break.
Woo!
All right, so we are going to take a quick break so that everybody can go use the restrooms and whatnot and let Doggo out. So we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we're back.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. As we were.
Woo.
Your soul is
Oh.
mine.
Thank you, Nat, for gifting a sub to Lash.
Yeah, I feel like being nice.
Now your soul is mine, Lash, as Reaper just said.
Your soul is, well, that's kind of dark. All right, so I was informed by Rethix that he's going to rewind ever so slightly to during that show rest. He wanted to chat with Shavar. So, Vale.
So while we're looking at our magic items,
Yeah, pretty.
Vale just says, "Do you know what I meant when I sent you that message on the way back?"
Not really. I usually assume people just thank me.
Do you not know about different kinds of Dragonborn?
I have only dealt with your race sparingly on the surface, I'll be honest. I've been alive for a long time, but I spent much of it below the surface. Down there, your kind were not very common, and those that were typically slaves. Or killed.
Fun times.
I would not recommend going down there.
I would not go if given the choice. Well. Prax, you know, is just one color. Bronze, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Bronze.
Right?
Okay.
She's what you
Probably
call
right.
metallic. As you can see, I am 2 shades. I take whatever the equivalent of nail polish remover from my disguise kit and kind of
Sure.
clear off some of the copper colors.
And it's green.
And it's green. And I am what you call a chromatic dragonborn. They're not seen as nicely as the metallic sort. Because of my natural gifts, and I just do like a little prestidigitation or something, I seem to have some copper in me, and it's a lot easier to pass as a metallic dragon instead of a chromatic. I was a little confused when you did not react at all to my accidental reveal of myself during the fight.
Well, to be honest, I didn't have much idea what any of it meant. And telling me now, do you really think I'm one to care about skin color?
I agree. Vale kind of chuckles like I just did. I figured you'd understand, but just because it makes sense doesn't necessarily mean it's what's going to happen.
Well, if anything, I think you should be more outright about it, but whatever. That's personal choice.
Unfortunately, I've been run out of my fair share of towns, and I'd like to at least settle someplace for a bit. If you could keep this quiet, thank you.
Did we just have a confessional? Because I tell you right now, I am not actually like a cleric. I'm not authorized under the power of Paylor to like bless you and shit like that.
Vale's already painting back the spot he cleared off and kind of ignoring the rest of that once that started. Just kind of sits there.
Shavar uses Mask of Many Faces and goes from normal looking Vale to green color Vale and just shrugs after turning back to his normal self. I imagine it's kind of like what's her name, the blue girl from X-Men.
Mystique?
Yeah. Where it's kind of like
That was a real shot in the dark for me because I do not know X-Men lore that well.
neither do I.
I throw one of my 3,000 ball bearings at him.
Pink!
Oh, racist bastard.
It clatters down the little roadside into a crate.
Inside our apartment?
Oh, you're inside.
I assumed we were. Otherwise, I wouldn't have uncovered the scale.
Now roll a dex
Fair
save
enough.
to see if you're prone. One ball bearing is all it takes.
Just one. That's all it takes.
It's like a Lego.
Alright.
All it takes is that
So-
one rogue one.
At this point, assuming you're solid on that, we're gonna fast forward to when
Fail time.
Prax Vandalin shows up with Xanthos and a rowboat.
Yeah.
So there's a knock on your apartment door, and when you open the door, you see Praxagandalin and Xanthos. Xanthos has done a little bit of rigging with the rope and he's pulling the rowboat behind him.
Oh, good. Glad you could make it.
I'm just excited to be part of ridding this world chaos.
You're even doing the little things.
That's the rope.
No, like you were like picking at your collar. I love it.
Okay, you guys ready to get going?
Also, I'm not like the strongest type. Is anybody stronger to actually pull this thing?
Not at
No.
all.
Not even close.
All right, the labors we do for our gods.
I mean, you can wear
I can-
heavy armor. A
I'm
certain set strong.
I have like the amount needed.
I mean, that's higher than.
That is
I
definitely
think,
higher
all
than
of
us.
I was just asking.
I guess I could turn into something that could tow it, but
I kind of figured
Seems
you were
like
going to
a
be
waste.
like a horse or something. But yeah,
I could
shrugs.
be a war horse.
Or a brown bear.
That's the fanciest horse. Yeah, those also can tow really well.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we get out of here?
Yes.
Sounds like a
Oh.
plan.
All right. So you make your way up to the gate. Xanthos just waves to Bolin and says, "They're with me."
Mm.
Or are you with us?
Yeah, I
He just knows me, man, guys. It's just
knows-
easier this way.
Okay, he knows us too, but alright.
Whatever.
Hey,
So this is world overmap. Where you want to be crossing the river. You guys can do the little whoop whoops as well that I've been doing all day. The whoop whoops.
Wherever it's narrowest, it looks like actually near the bend would be the narrowest.
Yeah, it's fairly
About-
narrow.
Right there.
Yeah.
Now,
Um,
some of you with nature skill, which might be some of you, might actually know that in the wider sections, the water often moves slower and is shallower, so it's easier to cross.
The other thing is it's directly south of the keep. And
Truth.
if I was going to wait for anyone to come across, it would be the shortest distance from the keep.
Who's wiggly whacking the distancey thing?
Maybe me.
it's not me.
Arch.
I
I
didn't do it.
mean, oh, Pelor.
All right. So did you want to just go straight to this little tip here?
A
I
bit
think
west of it.
Yeah, that's what I was
There?
thinking too.
There.
Here.
Oh, okay.
Like there?
All the way over there. Got it. All right. So the four of you, because Santos is a human being, make your way over that ways,
Is he human?
as far as you know.
Okay.
Make your way over to this little edge point here. And so what do you do once you're there? There's rolling hills, so you could hide out atop a hill or find a small copse of trees to hide behind and wait for things to happen. Or are you just gonna go full on, we're crossing, we're going to Raven Rock, time to kick some butt. What's the plan?
I think it would be best if we went across and then tried to find a place to lay low and scout the area.
I can make us pretty quiet.
That could be
I
less
am.
useful.
Fairly quiet as well.
I mean, we would if you're near me, we'd all be.
So, Cross? Xanthos, do you have a...
Well, I'm just the party NPC, so I don't really get to say in these things.
I thought you were expendable.
Do we?
I'm far from expendable, but I do not weigh in on important player decisions.
Do we
Bail
want
not.
to just double check now if there's anybody at the moment that we might be able to spot? Who knows how far out they've got their scout?
Oh, certainly before we go across, we should look for a second, but
All right, all
we
right.
don't need to
So
stay here for a
let's
long time.
put it this way: you approach the river. I'd like everybody to make me a perception check.
I can do that.
Wow,
Wow,
wisdom checks
perception.
great at today.
Oh, that was a bad
No, you're not.
All right.
That was a 6.
Shavar.
That was a 16.
Oh,
straight.
natty.
Woo!
Oh, that was a...
Who needs wisdom when you have luck?
Hey, that's me with lying.
All right. So as you are surveying across the river, spending a little time, look. Actually. Yeah. Okay, so, Shavar, as you look on the river, you don't see any people, but I'm gonna do a bloop on the map over here, which you can see because you're kind of up on a hill and the river dips. The water, you can see like the water flows in, and somewhere along the line it stops making sense and it flows out, and you watch it for a while, looking at the patterns in the water and getting kind of a little beautiful mindy. And you're pretty sure somebody's put an illusion over that section of the river.
So this might be crazy. I might be a little bit crazy. But over there, pointing,
Blooping.
it looks to me like somebody may have been doing some magic-y shit to make it illusioned, make it all hiding and whatnot.
Do we want to go check that out all quiet like?
That might be a good idea. If you want, if I can get close enough, I can send my little spider friend to go check it out.
That sounds like a better idea.
Yeah.
I just
they
need to
can-
be close enough so that I can see through the spider.
Xanthos is thinking. He's looking at it. I've heard talking in the keep before. Supposedly, there used to be a second ford on the river. They called it the South Ford because it was just south of the keep, roughly. And they said the river shifted and it wasn't usable anymore. But I'm thinking that they might have just hit it, to keep the keep defensible. That might be what we're looking at.
That would be
Keep
really
the-
unfortunate then, because we bought a boat that Lash even wanted to name that we don't actually need.
To keep the keep protected, or to protect the bandits over on Red
So-
Rock?
Right? It could be either, honestly. That being said, if the bandits know about it, which they might, because the bandits don't seem to have any trouble crossing the river,
Might be safer if we cross here.
it might be safer not to use it. And we already have this beautiful boat.
It can
could
be our
also be trapped.
way back if we have to. If we're getting chased or something, can't put the boat out.
I say we cross with the boat here.
Agreed.
A little safer. Where we're
That being
about to
said,
go in the
anybody know how to
river.
use a boat?
Not at all.
Oh, good. All right. I guess we're winging it.
I
I
think
have.
between the four of us, we can figure it out. You row and you point the nose in the direction you want to go,
All right. So
and you don't
everyone.
hit rocks.
So
I
Xanthos
can
says.
charm
Xanthos
the
goes. So should we get in the boat?
Yes.
All right. I'll hold it. Everyone get in, then I'll jump in.
Okay.
He's already been holding the boat the whole time.
Okay.
He kind of slides the boat into the river, holding it with the rope. It kind of turns down water.
Prax very cautiously gets in the boat.
Bar hops in.
Vale
So he-
goes in last.
Yeah. Okay, and then he pushes the boat out a little bit and then jumps and lands face first into the water.
What was that?
So
Are
and
we
he,
drifting down the river now?
no, he's still got the rope and he stands up and he's just all wet now and he's like, "Oh, God, fucking damn it,
That was impressive.
Arathis, bless me for I'm really wet," and he managed to get up into the boat, but is sopping wet.
I use prestidigitation the whole way across the boat, just little gusts of air to dry him a little bit.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Who wants to
You're gonna
row?
drop his body temperature as we go.
So who wants to row? And right as he says that, the boat lurches in the water, rushing downriver. Because fun fact, the river goes from west to east. Seemingly of its own accord.
I mean, if we're in a current, Prax is gonna
Well,
grab an oar and then.
Obviously.
This seems to be much fast. The boat is going much faster than the current. It is just.
This is not good. This is
The
not
boat
good.
seems to have a mind of its own.
We're
Oh,
gonna
there
die.
it is.
God.
This is very. Not
There we
good.
go.
As the boat rushes through the river, I'd like everybody to roll me a strength saving throw to hold on.
Oh
Oh.
God.
Oh,
I'm
good.
going in the drink. Hey, Ted, not bad.
Yes.
I have-
Everybody manages to hold on because DC was 8.
Oh,
It's a
good.
fast boat. It's not like it's anything crazy.
Okay, we're gonna get got by bandits.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it actually rushes you up the river. Down the river, fast from the current. It speeds around the inside of this corner here, shooting up water from the side as everyone holds on, and it gets to the illusory bit. And that's getting there. It gets to the beginning of it, and at this point you can see that the water that you're seeing and the water that the boat is going across just are not matching at all. And the boat turns and dips its nose in the water and rolls, trying to dump you out into the ford. Everybody,
I haven't turned into anything with a swim speed yet.
anybody who wants to try to stay in the boat, roll me a dex save, or you
I'm
can
a-
just opt to fall out.
Freaking do it. I'm gonna stay in the boat.
Stay in the
maybe.
boat.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, I am not.
All right, so Xanthos and Vale, you were dumped out into the water, but the water is actually quite shallow and lackadaisical. Where you're at, although the water looks to be a rough cutting current that would be a problem, it's just not. It is illusory, and as you are interacting with the illusion directly, the illusion kind of gets this, kind of goes out of phase, and you can see through it and see the lackadaisical area of the water. However, the boat's gonna keep trying to shake the rest of you off, but you get an opportunity to take an action before it gets to try again.
Prax at this point is just like death gripping the sides.
Okay, just
Like when you go on a roller coaster, like you make a mistake, you're on a roller on it, but you can't grip it
Yeah.
and close your eyes.
all right. So you can actually take the dodge action, which gives you advantage on dex saves.
I'll do that
Okay,
with my eyes closed.
Shavar.
I'm gonna take out my rope and try to throw it to Xanthos and be like, grab onto the rope! Quick!
All right, just make me a dex check. It's be improvised range technically. Okay, you toss the rope to Xanthos. Xanthos, blunders for it and just can't get a grip on it. And he falls
Vale
over. He falls over face first into the water again.
Fucking useless.
Can Vale try to get it?
Vale, you can try, but there's a big plate armored cleric in the way, so you have disadvantage.
All right. Disadvantage.
So this would just be a dex check.
10 with
All right.
disadvantage.
That ain't bad. You kind of reach over Xanthos, and you do manage to get a grab on the rope.
I attempt to hold it. I am not sure why.
Okay, the boat's gonna try to tug away from the rope and dive down into the water, just to try to get. Basically, it is going full rodeo bull on you all. So is it's trying to use the underwater to shake you off. First of all, Vale, make me a strength saving throw.
I'm gonna die. 6. Yay.
Yeah, you have the option of letting go of the rope or getting dragged.
Oh, I'm letting go of the rope.
You get pulled a step forward and let go. The boat dives down. Praxagandalin and Shavar make con saves.
12.
I'm good at those.
Shouldn't have said
7.
anything.
You never say it. All right,
That's 3.
that's pretty good. As it dives down, it as it dives down, and you are forced underwater, stealing fast enough that you can't get your breath. You are running out of air, and you have the option of either suffocating in the boat or letting go and floating to the surface.
I'll let go.
Shavar. Now that's not insta death. You get con mod rounds before you drop to 0 and can't be healed until you're no longer suffocating. And can't become stabilized either.
Yeah, I'll let go, and then I'll Eldritch
Okay.
Blast it.
Okay, Eldritch Blast cannot target objects.
Is it considered an object if it's
It is.
Fucking-
It is a sentient object.
We're gonna fucking get our money back for this goddamn boat.
So, you two get pushed downriver to the ford, where you are very gently booted. There's a sandy bottom, and you can literally sit up in the water because it's not very shallow.
It's probably immune to poison damage too.
The boat off in the distance, you see it crest out of the water and do a flip into the air, and then land almost like a dolphin, and it zips off upriver after having deposited its riders safely in the fort.
a
Prax
shitty
is
fucking boat.
just- Yeah, Prax is just like sitting in the water. Just, is that what boats normally do?
I'm fairly certain not. Is there some kind of check I may do to know what the hell just happened?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay,
11.
Xanthos,
Yeah.
you are our witness when we go get our fucking money back for that boat.
So he gets up. Vale, you got a 11 Arcana. You're guessing some sort of animate or sentient object. It seemed to almost be taunting you at the end there, so you're leaning towards sentient.
Sentient fucking rowboat.
If we ever see
Only-
that boat again, we're burning it.
We're gonna
I-
kill all the boats.
Xanthos goes, actually, at least it didn't drop us in the rapids.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
We're
And
gonna
then
kill
Prax is
that
gonna-
fucking boat.
Okay, whatever. I can be your witness. That boat was a little whack.
That was very peculiar, yes.
So at this point,
Walk
all
across the ford.
So at this point, all four of you can see through the illusion of the ford, because you've interacted with it physically. And as you go to focus towards heading across the ford, you do view up and see up on this hill here are a couple people.
Watching.
Yeah. There's one of them has a little flag, of a banner of a raven on it, and they're just sitting there watching you. And when they notice that you notice them, they just turn around and book.
Fuck, that's the Raven ladies. Fucking scouts. Fuck.
So I don't think we have the element of surprise anymore.
God damn it.
We have the element of
Didn't
being
prep
really
person.
pissed the fuck off.
Well, I'm really pissed the fuck off.
So shall we channel our anger at the boat, at the bandits?
That sounds like the plan.
Let's fucking do it.
In the movie version, we all cock shotguns.
Well, I guess the lost elements of surprise is even more important to be stealthy, so... What's our plan? Just to fucking wander in and hit everybody, or...?
More or less, it
Xanthos
seems that
shrugs
way.
questioningly.
Well, the plan was to sneak in there and do whatever we can to try to alleviate the bandit problem.
Okay, well,
Whether
is
that's
that...
killing everyone, taking their stuff, whatever we can do.
Do we
at
want
this
to
point-
focus on sabotage or murder?
Xanthos, much faster than you expected, and says just murder.
I thought you didn't have any opinion.
Let's
deal with that.
They're pretty chaotic and evil. They should immediately die.
I don't like him.
Lash, what do you mean by being Pie's weapon?
Wait, oh, Pi has a scimitar? Which he's yet to use?
Yes, I have a scimitar. What's the question?
Flash wants to be every sentient object ever.
I mean, I don't know that I'd ever use you.
Oh.
I'll certainly try.
Arch's new wand. It's awesome. He'll never replace it.
I do carry around.
I have a components pouch. So you can be the pepper I carry, I guess.
I have my dead brother.
You can be the dead brother.
You can be Shell.
That can be done, Lash. That can be done. Alright, so.
Interesting.
You are... I'm gonna use Vale to represent the party for a minute. You're here.
Oh no.
As you can see on the map, Raven Rock is down here.
Yeah. Okay. Stealth time?
20-ish minutes? 30?
I think it might
About
be
the
better if
same.
we take the long way around and go back towards the west. If we follow the bank to the west and then cut south, we might be able to take them by surprise. They'll have seen us here at the ford. They won't have, hopefully won't have the manpower to
Talking
actually
about
do it.
going out this way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I turned the grid off on this one, so I have to do it manually.
Look at me go.
It'll take us quite a while.
It'll take you longer, but the scale is small enough that it won't actually be that long.
Well, yeah. Quite a bit
I
longer
believe
than
us.
straight.
I'll be able to figure it out.
We could
Sure.
potentially, the Xanthos, because we could potentially even regain the in element of surprise.
The in element of surprise? Or did you
An
just-
element of surprise.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
It's our best chance so far.
Yeah, let's sneak around.
Because
Some-
right now,
Right now, what?
Oh, we both went. Pi and I both stopped talking to let the other talk. Because right now we really have nothing.
All
Our
right.
first plan has been screwed.
So, at this point, alright, I would like, if you're doing that, everybody make stealth checks.
Wait, I'm casting pass without a trace.
Alright, everyone gets a plus 10 on their stealth checks.
There we go.
I'm assuming this will not be factored into the numbers shown, so I'm just gonna add
Correct.
10 on my end.
21.
Sounds good.
Xanthos has disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, well, hopefully adding 10.
22.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Ooh,
31
Y'all can't
stealth.
see this.
we don't know.
Alright, Xanthos, despite having disadvantage and a -1, gets a total of an 18.
Oh, that's pretty.
Okay.
That's respectable.
Yeah.
Good thing we had that plus 10.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been
Wow.
an 8.
Oh, baby. 2 new followers in a row. Thank you.
Ooh.
Ooh, kill him.
Do you want to prep new spells for the day? Yes.
A little bit useful. Alright, so you make your way around, continue to use Vol to represent the characters. And you go around and you... Oh, I just stretched a veil.
Woo!
Oh no, I've gotten fat somehow.
You've broken the veil.
But
Oh, roll 20 lagging.
Love it.
And when you get around here into the woods, these woods are actually quite thick.
Pysimeter,
and
the
have a
self-poker of
oddly
persuasion.
high a number of ravens.
Damn it,
They're
Nat.
just they're just everywhere. This is the book, not me.
No, no, no.
I didn't take speed.
Lash donated $10. Pie's Scimitar, the self-poker of persuasion.
What? Is
I
that
don't
the
even
name of
I
it?
don't even know what that means.
I don't
but
know. Work it out with Lash.
Okay.
This is above my pay grade.
We'll figure this one out for next session, Lash. So we'll chat
Yeah.
between sessions.
Figure that one out for the next
There's
one.
too much bullshit of things coming alive spontaneously in one session is too much.
It's more
But
exciting
if
when
we
you plan
sp-
it
If
out.
we spread it out and plan ahead, it's better. So, as you get into the heavier, denser trees, I'd like you to nominate one person in the party as a navigator
Hello.
and make a survival check.
the
Thanks,
druid
that's
lady.
me. Please.
Lady of the Forest.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
22.
There's not a moment of contemplation. There's no pause. There's no which way is it. It's just Praxagendlin just leads the way. That's all it is. Confidently, straight through. And you eventually find yourselves at the base of Raven Rock.
Told you I could get us there.
Xanthos goes, I really never doubted you.
Shush.
Don't think any of us did.
Whisper.
Did oh, sorry, my stealth check's really bad.
Yes, we are aware.
Everyone was aware.
Alright, so, what's our plan?
What do we see?
So as you view over the camp, you can see, and you view it for, let's say, like 15 minutes as you watch people mill about and move and such. You can count a total of 12 bandits. All human, male and female mixture. There's, you see the ones that you saw on the mountain front earlier, so they've returned. You also catch sight of a couple that look more weathered, more veteran than the other ones. One of them, you ascertain, may be Dee Dee Raven. She is quite the badass. Side braids and everything.
He would.
Yes, hello. Welcome to D&D ASMR. I'm your host, Arch.
The bandits currently seem to be setting up for a defense facing east-northeast, towards the rest of the rock. They have more of a strict height advantage from this direction, but you've been able to get very close to them without alerting them to your presence.
What does the camp look like itself?
It's pretty basic. They got some tents. They got never mind. They have 10 bedrolls and 2 tents, a large campfire, and 3 flag standards set up, all with the raven symbolism.
That's it?
It's pretty base.
That
This is mostly just a lot of them.
How big of or how far away is it?
So you're looking at them from about a football field distance away, but then they're also about the same distance up. That being said, it is wooded all the way up, except for right at the peak where they are. So if you move carefully and stealthily, you may be able to get to within direct striking distance, even like a run out and ambush distance, if you're careful.
How long has it been since Pass Without a Trace was cast?
You'd have enough time to pass without trace up there. Not a whole lot more.
Should we head straight up?
If
We
we
see there's 12 of them.
If we head straight up, if we're sneaky enough, we can get real close, and then I can drop a flaming sphere right in the middle of them and start causing chaos.
If we get one on their own, I have things I can do.
I don't
Maybe
think
get
we're
us
going
more
to be able to get one.
information.
Lash,
Makes
why,
sense.
what is with you and everyone else wanting to make sentient items as NPCs? Like, you can make actual people to put in the world that they can talk to and be pivotal to the story. That's an option. I don't know what it is. You and Rethics.
Birds of a feather.
It does sound like a fun idea to have, but
Yeah.
too many. Eh.
That being said, not saying no. It is ultimately up
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
no. Certainly.
Trying to seed you with ideas. Don't lump me in with Rethics. I'm sorry.
Too late.
That is cruel and unusual punishment, and I should not have done it.
Well, on
All
the
right.
off chance if we run into a scout or something, they might decide that we're taking too long and are heading up in another direction like we are. If we can get one by himself, I'll go in. If not, Flaming Spear. Sound like a plan? Perhaps.
Wait, you want to go in on your own?
If we can get one by himself, I can go in by myself to the singular person. Otherwise, Flaming Spear, everyone goes crazy.
You will not have my added stealth if you leave my side.
I just need to get within roughly 30 feet.
Wait, what's your plan? You can just say it out loud.
Yeah, charm person.
Okay.
And I can even subtle cast it so he won't hear anything. So I can sneak up
Yeah.
as close
So-
as I can get him.
You still probably want to go up as a group because you have to be within 30 feet to get the benefits of Pass Without Trace.
Oh yeah, I mean, if we run into like a scout or something, I
Yeah.
can go a little ahead. I'm not saying like I'm just gonna walk
All
in
right.
there.
So you're gonna be the spearhead.
Yes.
All right. Then Xanthos pipes up. So should we get a mosey on it?
Sure.
Why
Is there
is-
anything?
Quietly.
Is there
Quietly.
anything you can add to?
Well, I'm a bit of a supportish type. If you get hurt, I can heal you. I can also cast some spells to make them a little easier to hit.
That sounds good. Maybe
That's
don't
fine.
start killing people until we tell you to.
I'm gonna follow your lead. Okay.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the second plan was Flaming Spear, which I think is probably gonna start killing people.
Okay.
I mean,
So
it also would confuse them, disorient them, break their group.
Oh. I feel like if Flaming Sphere goes down, that's kind of the universal signal for messing up, right?
It's a free for all.
How do you feel about the fact that being a flaming sphere, we're gonna create a lot of chaos here?
They're bandits.
I wasn't
What?
asking.
Ultimately, in the
It's-
service of
and
good.
yeah, that's that one. That
You're
one. Yeah.
ruining my fun.
Praxigandolin.
Okay, let's go.
Praxigandolin, make me an insight check.
Mm. I'm good at those. Now I'm gonna roll bad.
Of course. Yes.
Not bad. Not
Not
terrible.
horrible.
Rolled a 7.
All right, nothing special.
I just still don't like this man.
I'm out of character. Me either.
All right, so everybody
My
rolling stealth.
suspicion's the same as it always was.
Everybody rolling stealth.
Don't ruin my fun
Yeah.
next time.
I
You got
have a plus
Okay.
4.
He gets a total of 22.
You
Damn.
did better
that's
than me
unfortunate.
that time. I tripped.
He
A
just
little.
rolled really well.
Oh.
I got a 16.
You're bringing us down.
All right.
Good.
So, you make your way carefully up this edge of this wooded mountain. Of a steep hill, honestly. And there are a couple scouts in your direction, looking your direction for a couple perception checks.
I'm also looking out for one by themselves.
Yeah.
To snag.
They seem to have clustered up on the pinnacle in defensive formation. And you get closer and closer. You started out needing to cross about 100 yards, and you bring it down to 50, and then you bring it down to 100 feet, and then you bring it down to 50 feet, and you bring it down to 30 feet. And right about when you're at 30 feet, one of the scouts yells, "Now!" When they all turn towards you. Roll initiative.
Ah!
Done it. Oh wait, we have to click on a character this time.
They're all very close together.
Ooh! Natural 20.
Ah,
13.
I roll really bad on Dex, which I am supposedly all right at.
Oh, now I see where you can click initiative. Oh, wow.
All right,
20.
so that was a dex saving throw. I'm assuming the numbers are the same.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
plus
Prax,
1.
you got 21. Vale, what'd you get? 10. Shafar, 13. Xanthos, 6. Enemies,
Bad.
Better.
Worse.
5.
Yay!
Despite the fact that they initiate combat, they did really badly. So they yell now, and they all start aiming bows and things at you, pulling. And Shavar. Sorry, no, not Shavar. Prax. Jandalin.
Okay.
Go.
Quick, just like sweep. Are they all around us all together, or like kind of forward, or?
They are 30 feet away from you in a rough skirmishers cluster. They have not surrounded you. You have not surrounded them. Two
Okay.
groups, roughly
Um,
speaking.
And they're 30 feet away.
Yeah, that's the closest one.
I'm gonna. I'm just gonna kind of grab on to who's ever closest to me, just like a grab, and then say, I don't fucking know what to say. She doesn't say anything. She's just gonna cast fog cloud, kind of centered on them, so a 20-foot
Okay.
of fog rolls
So
out.
you-
So that's
Obscuring basically the entire group.
yes, we are now like they can't see yet.
Damn it.
Okay, so you're obscuring your group or their group? Because that's the other way to do it.
If I can beat them, yeah, I'll obscure them.
Okay, you'll be able to get all but like one. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. You invoke your spell, and the fog just billows out from the middle of them all. Thick, like the fog, like you could cut through with a knife. And you can't see most of them anymore.
We're not stealthy. Are we staying or are we going?
Killing.
Should I stay? or
Xanthos
should I
says,
go now?
"Let's get them. Come on."
Okay.
Sure.
That's all she's gonna do.
Okay, Shavar.
Oh, okay. I can see one of them.
Yep.
And I mean, I know where they are regardless. Like, they're in that cluster.
This is true. But there's one that you wouldn't have disadvantage to hit with an attack.
Except I don't need to roll an attack.
Yeah.
Flaming Sphere!
Wah!
Wow, that's garbage fire damage.
Yeah, that is.
But I'm going to drop a Flaming Sphere. I'm going to invoke the power of Paylor and drop a Flaming Sphere right into the middle of them, trying to get as many of as I can.
Okay, so you'll get 2 of them with the initial boom. Dex saves.
Yep.
They both fail.
Hooray! So that's
Pretty-
5 fire damage.
Yes. You both take 5. Okay.
And then...
There's now a large glowing light in the just ram
looks
actually just
super
invokes around 2 of them.
And then... I
Giant note cards. Make it happen.
have... Fun fact, I have nothing that does bonus action stuff. Never mind.
Except for the healing, your healing thing.
Yeah, but no one's taking damage yet.
Yeah, you don't need that yet. Vale.
Vale's just gonna roll just a little bit in front of Shavar. And the
Sure.
one that I can see, chromatic orb to the face.
Get him.
So pull out the diamond and throw it.
What type of
Thir-
damage?
Acid.
Cool.
Nice.
13 to hit.
One I
Indeed does hit.
And I rolled really high on damage again.
So you and your acid orb that you shoot out hits the he's just looking at the fog cloud, looking back at you guys, and he looks back and just the orb impacts his chest, and out from that point his body just disintegrates wholesale into nothing.
Ew.
Ew.
That is one dead bandit.
Nasty.
Anything else you'd like to do?
And I don't have anything as a bonus action. Don't want to use sorcerer points, so no, I am done.
No fighting. No fighting.
Just gonna stay just a little bit in front of Shavar.
Xanthos is going to has a shield ready, and he invokes a spell, and then turns to Shavar and says, "You are a traitor to the Lords of Chaos!" And he uses inflict wounds on Shavar.
What?
Yep.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
What?
Yeah.
We gonna die.
No, we ain't. We're gonna.
Wait, he said we're traitors to the Lord
You
of
are. He
Chaos?
said you are a traitor to the Lords of Chaos.
He was talking to Xanthos.
Xanthos was talking to Shavar.
Oh,
I'm not a traitor. Why would you think Shavar is a traitor?
I was. Messing.
Okay, so that is 22 necrotic damage, Shavar.
Oh,
Okay. Alright.
you have a honey thing, and actually, I have no more honey things. By
Alright.
the way,
I'm at
I gave the 3 to Prax,
2 HP.
Oh.
or
Um,
2 to Prax.
Ow.
And then he's going to cast Shield of Faith on himself. For more AC.
Ow.
The fuck off.
Come at me. Vermin.
Okay.
Enemy turn.
Fuck.
So, there are 11 bandits left.
Damn, I wish I hadn't failed that insight check.
It would have been good.
We all failed insight checks like every time we did this.
Okay, so you're lucky though, because 10 of the bandits don't manage to find their way out of the fog cloud. I rolled a die and you got really lucky. So only one bandit manages to make the way out. It's the kind of lieutenant figure, and he's gonna take out his longbow and take a shot.
I should have fog cloud us because then he'd have had a harder time hitting you.
This is true.
Why did you talk me out of it, Nat?
I actually wasn't. When I asked the question, I actually wasn't sure which one you meant. Was why I asked the question. And he's gonna shoot 2 longbow attacks at the one he saw cast the fog cloud.
Don't
What's
hit.
your AC, Prax
Don't
Jandalin?
hit. Oh shoot, it wouldn't go right. So I have studded leather armor.
What's your dex mod?
1.
Okay,
I
so you have
think
13.
Okay.
Unless, did you end up with the ring of protection?
Nope.
No.
Shavar.
Okay.
Arch has that.
Okay. 1 miss, 1 hit.
Okay.
He shoots you with his longbow for
Come at me.
3 piercing damage.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Make me a DC 10 con save to maintain concentration on Fog Cloud.
Yeah, I really hope I make it. Oh, thank God. I did it. I put
All right.
a lot of points into Constitution.
I mean, it's nice, and HP is good.
Yes.
What
Okay.
HP? I have
So that one comes out of the fog cloud, shoots you, it misses once, and then it's going to actually sink back into the fog cloud. And Shavar, during that turn, 2 more of them run into your flaming sphere. And one of them
is that
saves.
Concentration.
Oh,
you
yes.
again with the
I'm really
concentration
sorry.
on that.
Make
Nope,
me a
still there.
DC 11. Okay, because he actually did enough damage to you to up the
Hey.
DC slightly.
Hey.
All right, so still there. So 2 of them run into the flaming sphere. One of them saves. So roll me some damage.
All right. Oh, that's better.
And they both die.
Ah! Wilhelm scream.
You're like, this is probably worth casting. Xanthos is a dick.
Is it my turn?
It is now Pratchett Jandelin's turn.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action, standing right in front of
Xanthos.
Xanthos, cast my breath weapon.
Sure. What save is that for yours? What
Yeah.
type is it? Is it lightning?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a
Dick.
save.
He's bad at those. That's mean.
Yeah, I was hoping.
He got a 9.
Okay. So he's gonna take
2d6?
2d6. Does it do extra since he's in metal armor?
No.
Damn.
I wish it did.
So he takes 10. He has to make a concentration check on Shield of Faith, which he makes.
Damn.
And you still have your action left.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not gonna take a whole lot of combat spells really stuff.
This is a bit of a rough fight. The bandits are dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Do you want to just? You could also just wild shape.
No, I'm having a stupid thought, and Prax is gonna do it.
All right, tell me your stupid thought.
So
Yay, dumb things.
I don't know how close I was to what's his butt.
What do you want to
Prax
do?
is gonna turn and run straight into the fog cloud,
Sure.
and then cast Thunder Wave.
Sure. So you run you run into the fog cloud, and kind of orientating yourself against the flaming sphere, and you're gonna get 3 of them.
Cool.
They're
have
gonna
to
make con
a-
saves.
Yes.
Okay. What's your save DC?
It's good. I think it's like a 15, 14. 13.
Your saves
13.
yeah, 13. Because
All
mine's
right.
only 14 because of my wand.
So 2 of them save. Thunderwave is 2d8.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Not bad. So, you kill one, one that fails. The ones that succeed, especially because then he falls in the flaming sphere, so he's like extra dead. The other 2, you kill one of them, not the other.
Cool. And then I'm gonna like crouch on the ground so they can't see me.
Sorry, my bad. Actually, you kill both of them. Actually,
I killed everybody I hit.
killed everyone you hit.
Cool.
Damn.
And then I'm gonna like kind of scuttle on the ground, just like down low.
Okay,
Y'all can't see me in this fog cloud.
Shavar,
Hi.
Xanthos is looking right at you.
Hi.
I'm gonna come fuck him up, don't worry.
I'm plenty worried because he goes next.
Vale goes next.
Vale goes next. And then he goes.
Indeed. His hand crackling with necrotic energy.
I'm murder this bitch.
I'm gonna look at him and go, that was a fucking pathetic hit. I could have done better with my eyes closed. And
Why are you limping?
I'm gonna vicious mockery him.
Okay. Wisdom saves. He makes it.
No!
No, so
He's a cleric.
It's funny though.
It is funny.
And then, to answer your question, Mimlala, I'm going to snap a finger and healing light myself. Using 3 points, 3 dice.
All of them.
I have 4.
Oh no, you get 1+ level, right?
So I'm going to use 3 of them to restore 3d6 to myself. So I get 12 HP.
Boom. You vicious mockery and then you just and your wounds heal up. Weakness. Mercy is weakness.
I was ready to kill the fucking... Okay, alright.
Vale, go.
Help! Help!
Start with Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. So DC 13 Strength save.
On Xanthos?
Oh, yeah. The only one I can
Okay. Alright. That's
have
fair.
to see.
He fails. He's restrained.
Yes, and takes
And
9
takes-
bludgeoning.
Alright. And he has to make a concentration check, which he makes. Same number as last time. He's still faithfully shielded by his dark god. Anything else? Like poison breath?
Yeah, I was thinking that. Let's say 6, 3, 8. More likely. I am going. Yeah, poison breath in a way that doesn't hit Shabar.
Alright,
So,
sure.
15
Still
foot
can't
con.
see it.
It's
Still
true.
can't see it.
Alright, he's gotta make a con save. It's con for poison, right?
Con. 13 as well.
He just fails. He's got a
Yes.
12.
So 9 poison damage.
Okay. He's taking 28 damage. And he's starting to realize that none of you attack AC, so Shield of Faith probably wasn't a good plan.
Oh, I was thinking about it. I have advantage.
Yeah.
One of mine.
He's sitting here in plate armor and a shield and another shield from Shield of Faith with 22 AC and going, this is really not very useful.
And then I'm just gonna move split the difference between Fog Cloud and Shabar.
Okay, out in the gap.
Yep, so I can go either way as
Yeah.
needed.
Ooh.
Xanthos
Maybe a giant hyena.
is going to growl a little bit. And he casts another spell, and he's going to use his Death Domain Reaping ability to basically twin Toll the Dead on both Shavar and
Uh-oh.
Prax Jandalin.
Question: Does
You can't
restrain do anything to
Restrain-
being able to do?
Restraint
Somatic.
Restraint does not prevent somatic components unless the ability says it restrains their limbs specifically.
It's a
Very
giant
few-
hand grabbing him.
It needs to
Good.
specifically
Okay.
say that it blocks their limbs.
All right, it was just something I thought of. I was like, ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
Prax Jandalin, you're saying he can't see you?
I'm in the
Isn't
middle of
she-
the fog cloud.
Oh,
Oh, I misunderstood before. I thought you were crouching around near the fog cloud, not in the fog cloud. My bad. So he targets Vale then.
No, I'm like ducking down. I
uh,
don't want that disadvantage to hit me.
What kind of save is that?
That's a wisdom save.
boo.
Oh, good.
Vale, are you wounded?
I have not been
Oh!
wounded.
Oh. Hey! Alright, so just the one. He's gonna use his Channel Divinity on this.
Fuck off.
So this will add some extra damage.
My next NPC is going to be Ascension
you
Poison
take
Potion
also 22
masquerading
necrotic
as
damage.
a healing potion in.
All right, Lash,
Arch's
you're gonna have to get
inventory.
in contact with Nat about all of these NPCs.
Yeah. Well,
Discord froze for a second for me, so I didn't hear any of what you said.
Alright, so he used his Channel Divinity on the spell to add an extra 9 necrotic damage onto it, and you took a total of 22 necrotic.
Oh, well. 4 HP.
As there is a dong, and you feel the life just drain out of you.
Spit a little extra poison in his general direction.
It's the bandit's turn.
We gonna die.
Okay, so there are 6 bandits left. Okay. Only the one bandit, the lieutenant, finds his way out, and he's going to load his longbow and go. And because he hasn't seen any of the shit that Xanthos does, he's going to take his longbow and he's going to shoot his first shot at the cleric. And it just tinks off his armor, off his shield, just tinks. Like, and Xanthos goes, "We should kill them together!" Bandit. Pause. It's trickery. You're a cleric. And he shoots him again. And misses. Tink. But only by 1. Got 21 to hit. That one's gonna stay out of the fog. Prax.
Wait, it's my turn again.
Oh, my bad. That bandit got advantage on the 2 attacks because
restrained.
He's restrained. Still misses horribly. He had to roll like an 18 to hit him. So Prax, what you doing?
What am I doing?
You are the only person who is not heavily wounded.
Oh, did any of the other bandits stay in the flaming sphere?
Oh, right, flaming sphere. My bad. One of them hit the flaming sphere.
Man, I want to be a rhino someday.
7 fire.
And fails to save and gets hurt. Now, what was Praxis doing?
Prax is going to now. Turn. Oh, that's not what I want. I keep looking at CRs and then going, dang.
Are you thinking of wild shaping? Because the basic ones is brown bear, dire wolf, crag cat.
Yeah. It's just a normal.
Whoa.
What?
The display on Twitch wigged out for a second there.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll turn into a brown bear. Who then comes just charging out of the fog. Sam.
Okay, so as you charge out of the fog, you run into the back of the lieutenant guy with the longbow, who then looks back and double takes in fear that there's a brown bear. Are you gonna run past him?
Yes.
Okay, so you run past him, broken away, and he like raises his foot to kick at you, and then thinks better of it.
Better not.
Doesn't have an actual melee weapon out yet. It's not worth it. Are you going over to Xanthos?
Yeah.
Advantage.
You have advantage. He's
I
restrained.
do get advantage. Okay. I'm gonna do.
Oh, nope. I gotta make a con save. He hit me
con
afterwards,
save.
didn't he?
Oh, he did. You have to make a DC 11 con save. But
Oh!
it's a
Okay,
good thing sorcerers are proficient in those.
Oh, I have a +5. Holy crap, that was bad.
Well, typing in the wrong chat.
Alright.
Okay.
Get him.
I'm working on it. I think I can actually just do.
You're gonna click on the weapon to attack with it most of the time.
Yeah, but I don't have any of my wild creatures in
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. What's your bonus?
here. It's a +5, so I'm just gonna do survival.
What?
Advantage. Yes.
All right. Survival attacks. It makes sense. You're a bear, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
There.
Just say math.
I get multi-attack.
Yeah, you get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah. He's already held down by that thing, so. Oh, I hit him with the first one.
Yeah, that'll do.
Not with the second one.
Oh, yeah, not the second one. Because even if he loses Shield of Faith, he still has 20.
And that'll be
2d6 plus something.
Yeah, 2d6 plus 4.
My girlfriend plays a moon druid, so I'm a little familiar with some of the forms.
Nice.
Nice.
14 damage through. And as you take your big, massive bear claw, you drive it down into his face, clawing down, pushing him down, but the hand keeps holding him up for you to just tear into him more as he loses consciousness. And it's just large spurts of blood coming out of him.
I yell in his unconscious face in bear. The flapping lips and everything.
Yeah.
And then I pivot and stare at the other dude and roar it.
Yeah.
I was about to say, and then you notice
Which
we're
I can actually
bleeding a lot.
I have about 10 more feet of movement, so I'm gonna charge at him and give him a little spook.
And he goes,
Which he's probably then gonna hit me with the arrow, but I guess
okay. I mean, you're a bear. You're in tank mode.
yeah.
Alright, Shavar.
Hi.
So, the fucker's unconscious.
Great.
Right there.
I like that you used his surname.
Yeah. Xanthos, fucker.
How many bandits can I see right now?
Just the one.
Just the one? Okay.
Yep. If you send the flaming sphere at him, you will be going through the fog cloud, so there's a chance the amorphous electron sphere of bandits in there might get hit by another one. You might get another one.
Yeah, and I can do that as a bonus action, so I'm gonna have that roll at him.
Okay, so you actually managed to get 4 bandits, including him being one of them. Because max rolls are a thing. So he fails his save. The other ones fail their save and make their save.
It's a pitiful amount of damage.
Yeah.
It's 5 in total.
We still haven't seen the glorious Dee Dee, have we?
Nope, she's still in the fog cloud.
Oh, she's in there? Cool.
Yeah. So 3 of them failed. 1 of them succeeded. 15, 17, 24. You kill another 2 bandits.
Hooray.
There's only 2 generic bandits left. And the lieutenant takes 5 damage. As the flaming sphere bumps into him in the back. Yeah. What about you doing with your action?
With my action, I can see him?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. I'm going to look at him and say, "Are you really sure you want to tangle with us? I have bear." And I'm vicious mockerying him.
Sure.
Oh,
He-
max damage.
He fails.
Another max
So,
damage. Nice.
Make sure, when I say he shoots somebody, remind me about the disadvantage, because I always forget.
Alright.
He's probably gonna shoot me.
Okay. Is that end of your turn?
I'm going to stand behind Vale, and then it's the end of my turn.
Vale, go.
Drinking a potion is an action, correct?
This is correct. And the
there's
royal honey works the same.
Yeah, I don't have any of the honey because I gave it all away.
Fair enough.
It's disappeared into my bare body.
Yep. There's Shavar has 1, and then Prax has 2.
Yeah, but the important question is, what are you doing on your turn?
Yeah. So there's only one guy out, correct?
Yes, the lieutenant, who has been popping in and out repetitively.
Chromatic. Or yeah.
I think you can move your Maximilian's Grasp too, right?
I can't
You can-
move and grab. At the
Yeah, it's
same
one
time.
action to move it, one action to make it grab. It's
And it's-
very slow to change targets.
Yep. So I'm keeping it up just to keep it up, but
Yeah.
I'm
If someone
not-
could
Hold
walk
that
over
dead
to it.
body.
Yep.
All right,
I'm
so
actually gonna move behind the hand.
Fair enough. Chromatic Orb the dude. Give me that beautiful, beautiful spell attack.
acid again. 8.
8, unfortunately, sails clear over the fog cloud in its entirety, hits a tree halfway up, and corrodes a chunk out of it.
I don't think I've rolled below like a 15 on damage for chromatic.
Yeah, the damage has been hot.
That miss.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay. Xanthos is unconscious and gonna make a death saving throw. He fails.
Good.
As I move behind the thing, I kick him a little just to walk.
Chaos team. Team Chaos. So at this point, the 3 remaining bandits in the fog cloud emerge, including DD Raven carrying the banner of the Raven and a longsword. And she yells out, "Charge!" as they all run at the bear. So the bear's taking a bunch of attacks.
Yeah, I have
Um,
really low
Lieutenant
So
has
the-
disadvantage.
Lieutenant's disadvantage attack first.
Yep.
What's your AC?
11.
Still hits. Then non-disadvantage attack misses. That's how it's got to work, right?
Of course.
So, so to start, you get peppered by an arrow for 3 damage. This guy's rolled minimum damage on his arrows every time. The 2 bandits are gonna make 2 scimitar attacks at you. One of which will hit. You take 4 slashing damage, and then Dee Dee is going to make her triple attack at you.
Yikes.
This is a longsword.
Hit me 3 times.
Hit you 3 times. You weren't joking about that, right?
No.
You take 18 slashing damage, so if I'm not mistaken, you have that all together, right?
Huh?
You got all of those 5 sources of damage together?
Yes.
Okay, 3 longswords, 1 arrow, and a scimitar.
I am bloodied, but still up.
Brax Jandalin, your turn.
Nat,
Yes.
did the lieutenant end his turn next to my fire sphere?
Sure. He makes a save. Damage him.
4.
4 fire damage.
4. And that on the nose kills him.
Woo!
Because he just lightly, he forgets to move and lightly singes to death.
Burn, baby, burn.
Alright. I got 3 left. They're all surrounding the bear. Prax Jandalin, go.
Prax is probably going to make a bad decision.
We like those here.
Yeah, she's going to drop her bear form
Oh, okay, that's a bad one.
and then cast
I like it.
Thunder Wave at a 2nd level. It should hit for me.
Well, Thunderwave goes out in one direction from you. So if you
It's a 15-foot cube.
yeah, so the way cubes work in 5e, the origin point's actually on one of the edges of the cube.
Okay.
So that being said, you can still get all 3. It's just the angling's a little awkward, and you almost take an opportunity attack, but not actually.
I Neo lean backwards.
Just edge back a little bit, and kaboom! And they're gonna make some con saves. Let's start with basic bandits. Fail. Fail. Succeed. Whew! That's some hot damage.
Nice.
So, the 2 bandits that were remaining are dead. It's just DD Raven left. She looks around, seeing her forces dwindle, and she's taken 9 from that.
Yeah.
As the bodies of her her followers just fly past her, her raven hair streaming in the wind of thunder waves. And you see a little bit of fear in her eyes.
You might
Shavar.
want to rethink that charge. And then she's gonna grin a really big grin.
Shavar.
Hi. I'm gonna hold a hand out and just do a single finger curl and have the flaming sphere, boom,
Okay.
right in the back of her.
She makes the dex save, doing a little combat roll to the side. Still taking 4 though, because spells are good.
Spells are good. And then, how's she looking?
She is only lightly wounded. She has a lot of fight left in her, but you can tell she's visibly nervous about the whole lack of everyone else.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to hold a hand out and say, "You should fear the power of Paylor," and then do a curveball guiding bolt at her.
Spell attack.
And because I'm a warlock, it casts at a higher level.
Yeah.
Oh! 21 to hit.
5d8.
Ooh.
Yeah, you hit.
Ooh.
16 radiant damage in her face.
Damn.
Nice.
She's
And advantage
taking
on that?
29 as you kind of shoot the bolt out. It streaks through the air. Bolt of energy strikes her as she comes out of the combat roll, dodging your flaming spear. Just
And next attack has advantage on her.
Vale.
All right. So I'm do whatever movement towards her to get me within 30 feet of her. I'm
You're
going
within
to.
30 feet.
Sure,
Okay,
you can get
It's
her.
like 10 feet away.
I'm going to use my action to move Maximilian's Earthen Grasp next to her.
Sure.
Then I am going to use 2 sorcery points to cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level.
And it has advantage because the guiding bolt.
And it has advantage. Which I
Cook
believe
a
I just-
combo.
Which I
Oh,
believe I
shit.
just. Let me make sure I click. Okay, I did click advantage. Level 2 Chromatic Orb. 20
Yeah.
hit, 23 damage. 2 8s in that
Acid.
acid.
Okay, so guiding bolt blasts her, and you just see your opening. Kneel forward as your rock hand moves up behind her, and you shoot this orb of acid into her, catching her in her flag arm as her arm just disintegrates off. You're now facing a one-armed opponent.
With a used to be bear next to her and a giant hand.
She's now taking 52 damage.
Mhm.
So remember how I said she was kind of okay, but visibly shooken about the whole
Oh.
thing? She's not visibly okay anymore. She's visibly horrified,
Oh,
and
Vale's going to take the opportunity to lay on the ground, knowing that if she tries to kill him for being a dick a second ago, she'll have a harder time if I'm on the ground.
Unless she
Where
runs
she is.
up to you.
If she runs up to me, she's taking another hit.
Xanthos makes another
look at
death
the back.
save. Fails another death save.
Good.
Good.
It's just RNG comeuppance right there. And it is Raven's turn.
Run.
No, don't run.
Run.
No, don't.
She
And I like to chase them.
she swallows
Chaotic
hard.
Evil?
She swallows hard, looking at both of you. And she runs. Anyone who is adjacent, which I believe was just Praxis Jandalin, gets an opportunity
Yeah.
attack.
Maximilian's flips her off as she runs.
I guess that's my scimitar.
Yeah, you have disadvantage because she took the dodge action.
Okay. So that means she didn't use her action to double dash.
This is true. She's only getting 30 feet away.
I'm just gonna do. Although I guess I'm. Okay, 19 to hit.
You have disadvantage
Okay.
because she dodged. So that one will hit, but
Someday I'll get things. Oh, even better.
and
Even
she's
better the same.
she's going to use her reaction to parry, but you still beat her just by 1. She goes to parry, but you just dodge around, scimitar. Roll your damage.
Is that a D6?
Scimitars are d6. And they're finesse, so if your dex is better than your strength, you can use that for damage.
Blech.
Takes 3 damage. She's still alive, and she's 30 feet away. Brax Jandalin.
I'm gonna transform into a tiger.
Meow.
There it
Is that the lion, or is that a different stat block?
No, it's actually a tiger stat block.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, it's in the monster manual.
It's a
Yeah.
little stronger than the lion, I think.
It's just fun.
Yeah, there's something it does differently
Right,
than
run
the
it
lion.
down and pounce. I'm pretty sure it has pounce.
Yeah.
So the still has disadvantage because dodge.
You're in the Discord.
I know, and then I started typing it in the other one. Dang, I don't think an 8's gonna hit.
Nope, you dive and she dodges and weaves.
Yeah,
I think that's
all
you.
I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you get this follow-up attack if you get her with the pounce.
Yeah.
Shavar. She is about 40 feet away from you.
Oh, I don't know if the flaming sphere can reach that far.
Flaming Sphere moves 20, and she was adjacent to it before. She moved when she moved 30, so no.
Move the sphere. Yeah, I can only move it up to 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, up to 30. Wouldn't it?
I
If she was
actually,
adjacent, then it would be adjacent, right? 30-30.
Yeah, so that works.
Yeah. Okay, so then I roll the sphere at her.
She gets advantage on dex save because she dodged. She makes a save, but she takes half damage.
So that's
Does that hit
not a
me?
lot of fire damage.
That would, by necessity, hit Praxagandalin to get there
That's okay.
as a straight line.
Dex
That's
saving
fine.
throw?
You're in a tiger.
Dex save.
I did not do it. Why'd you
Uh,
give him that wand?
You did it with
Oh, no.
disadvantage.
15
Oh.
plus 1 for your first thing.
Yeah, your first roll would have made it, so you take half, you take 2.
Yep.
2 damage.
What do you want to do with your main action?
My main action. I'm going to say. Where are you going? There's so much more I want to show you of Palor's power, and I'm gonna Sacred Flame.
That's a dex save. She gets advantage. But that's a nat 1 and a nat 4, so she fails.
So 3 radiant damage.
You guys just nickeling and diming these last 2 hit points of hers left. She's still up.
I don't have any more spell slots. Leave me alone. I get
All right.
2 spell slots as a warlock.
Vale.
So Vale is going to stand up and using half his movement and move a little bit because I'm assuming there's stuff all in my way now.
Yeah, just kind of picking your way past all the things.
And I'm going to do just you want to actually acid splash. So she's going to have advantage on her dex. I believe it's dex. Wait,
Yep.
let me double check range on that. 60 foot, yeah.
You're fine. She makes gets an 18 on a save, takes no damage.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. Xanthos quietly dies.
Praise the
Yay.
sun.
The way he should have went. No one even caring about it.
Raven is going to forego the dodge this time and dash. So
Right.
Tiger gets an opportunity attack.
Okay, I'm gonna bite.
Okay.
Yes.
And she
Yes.
tries to parry, but your bite is just too much. As you dive down.
Yeah, not as good.
Dive down, pouncing her to the ground and ripping her throat out.
Woo!
It's my move. What's the word?
Signature move.
Yeah, that one.
Throat.
And we are about 15 minutes past time, so we cut now.
All right, so with that, we're gonna call it quits. So we're gonna go around real quick. We're gonna forgo the favorites tonight because we are a bit over time. We're gonna find out where everybody can be found online, and then we'll see you all next week. So Nat.
I am at CrimeNat on Twitter, KREIM Nat. I tweet a lot of stuff about D&D. You can also find me starting this Saturday at noon Eastern Time. I am going to be playing in this big Dragon Heist Bonanza over on Variant Rolls, twitch.tv/Variant Rolls. It'll be a lot of fun. Also, same time as this show, on Archer's channel on Fridays, they run a game called Vanguard of the Horizon. We have lots of fun.
I love it. It's a lot of fun.
That's me.
All right, Pie.
Hi,
Something
I'm
about
Pi.
about Tuesday.
Tuesday sucks. Hi, I'm Pie. You can find me at the Queen Pie. It's in the math symbol. The baked goods. I'm on pretty much everything as the Queen Pie. Yay!
All right, and Undead.
Hi, I'm Undead. I'm at UndeadBond4595 on Twitter. I don't really do anything, just respond with gifts.
It's true.
That is your MO.
Yes.
Yep.
Almost exclusively.
And as for myself, you can find me on Twitter at arch_DND. You can also find me running the Lucky Die Podcast Twitter account, which is at TLDpod. If you're not listening to TLD, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Heyo, that's my line. It's my thing.
It's
what
a
I
good
do.
line.
All right, so that was a lot of fun. We went a little bit over time, but hey, we had to murder a bunch of bandits and a shitty cleric.
Yeah, I was pretty sure we go over a little bit when we were
Yeah.
20 minutes till and the fight starts, and I was like, do I cut or do I do? Do I cut or do I do? Wasn't sure.
We
It's
were all
fine.
too invested in murdering
Yes.
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to those of you who may be watching on the YouTube. For those of you who may have missed part of the session tonight, there's a YouTube link down below that you can go check out to my channel. You can subscribe there, where I upload all my VODs for any of these games or stuff like Dragon Age or whatnot. And that is pretty much it. I have a Discord. If you want to come chat off air, come join us. It's a lot of fun. Discord link's down below as well.
Lash, if you want to chat about NPCs, you can chat in there pretty easily.
Yeah, Lash, just get in contact with Nat either through Twitter or Discord, something, pick something, and
Whatever's fine.
try to get that worked out for next session. All right, so thank you everybody, and until next time, bye!
Bye.
Lord and Savior Tuesday.
Excuse me, you said Palo wrong.